I'm in a different location than I normally am. Ooh, I'm all the way down here because I get to play this one. This is our kind of filler campaign that we're randomly doing. There's no set schedule with it. It'll kind of just be spur of the moment usually when we do it, but I have a feeling it's going to be a lot of fun. I am usually your DM, but today I'm Azriel, and I'm going to pass it on to our DM. I'm not going to do any announcements or any shit like that. So, Seb, the floor is yours.
Greetings and salutations. I am Seb. I am DM. I am on the verge of a mental breakdown because I am excited, and for some reason there was a thing over me. Anyways, we have our wonderful players. We have Dragon playing Alistair.
Going first? Oh my god!
Yes, you're going first.
I usually ask for my name to be fucking last. Look at that. I'm gonna
fuck you, you're not first.
By the way, I'm a fighter, and I am not a lover. I will tell you that right the fucking now. I'm gonna kill everything in sight. Thank you very much.
Don't put this curse on yourself. You'll have the lowest kill count this time.
Shut up.
Anyway, Karma has already introduced himself, but I will still introduce our dear Asriel.
I am Azriel, and I'm an alcoholic.
Hi, Asriel. I was really hoping the rest would join me on that. Anyways, and we have Zephyr playing Venti.
Hi, I'm Zephyr. I play Venti, and don't ask where your coin purse went. Don't worry about it.
The fuck? You son of a... And last but not least, we have Zulev, played by Malachi.
Hello. And I'm fucking around with the thing because I'm sending Karma a photo. Sorry, buddy. Just something you need to be aware of. Hello, I'm Zulev. I am your resident druid and quiet corner boy who may or may not secretly be a psychopath.
I need my sofa. I didn't kick it this time. I only need it.
Fuck sake, Seb. We're
I
10
was
minutes
waiting
in.
my knee impacted the side of my
We're
sofa.
10 minutes in.
You know how it is. Anyways. Yes, quite. So, to set the stage, so to say, all of you on your in a pair or on your own have been making your way towards the city of Alifna in the lordship of the same name. On the way there, you all happened to make a stop in the city of, if I can't remember how it's supposed to be pronounced, Meritian? It's French pronunciation. Anyways. And in this city, you all joined up with a caravan heading towards Alifna. Some of you have been traveling with this caravan for, well, before getting to the city. Others of you joined at a later, before it left the city. You're now on the last stretch of the journey to Alifna, having traveled through the once not so prospering lordship. Now, hopefully soon doing better, as the new lord has put out a call for adventurers, or just anyone willing to get their hands dirty or risk their life for gold or glory. Now, whether all of you are there for this, chiefly for this purpose, or whether it's just a nice little side bit of gold one could potentially earn, is, well, no one knows but you. But on this way, you've said you've been traveling with this caravan. The caravan has made its way through, made its way west along the Great Road. It has stopped, made stop as nightfall approaches, and it's stopped nearby a small wooded area. Half of this wooded area seems to have suffered from a forest fire not too long ago, and but it doesn't seem to have been any time too recent. Maybe about a week ago. So it doesn't look like it's anything that threatens to flare back up again. And as your projected to reach the city of Alifna about midday tomorrow. As the caravan stops and starts to set up camp, you're all off doing your own thing, either sitting by yourself, helping to set up camp, or patrolling the perimeter. When suddenly, the man in front of you gets an arrow lodged in his throat. And you start hearing roars and screams from the forest. Please, everyone, roll initiative.
Lovely. Fucking
Straight
Seb,
off the bat.
whilst we're doing this, can you message me the spelling for a lifter? Because I can't figure it out.
Alright.
It's a
I just put it in the
Yeah,
group chat.
Zeph, forward that to me as well.
I put it in the group chat.
Yeah, I got that
Thank you.
so wrong. I got that so wrong.
I get a free action to Azrael take a shot of his flask.
Granted.
All right. Cheers. Cheers.
You get a +1 modifier to being drunk.
Fuck yes. Roll
Yeah,
for
Seb,
drunkenness.
Whenever we get like a
That's a
name or
4.
something like that, do you mind just messaging me or putting it in the group chat? Because
Alright.
And you
I for so long I've tried to guess the names and I always get the spelling wrong.
Ooh, we're going to
So-
roll 20
so-
already?
Yes,
Yeah.
I just need to put up the... okay, I'm just going to put all of your tokens in the center of this camp for now.
Okay, that looks
Just
good as shit.
so
Look at
y'all
that.
can-
And you wanted us to roll initiative and roll 20, right?
Yes, just so it's, you need to select your token and then roll initiative, so have it, actually get put into the turn tracker.
Okay, hold on.
This is said just so it becomes easier because
I've literally never done
programs.
this before, so
Oh, wait, hang on.
you just open the character sheet on Roll20, select your token,
what the hell's the
which
character
is on the
sheet?
map.
The third
Seb,
tab on the right.
I did that. I rolled initiative off my character sheet, but it didn't actually.
It's the what on the right?
So like, where the chat
try this
is
again.
and stuff.
Yeah.
There's the third tab above
Oh,
that.
that one worked.
There
Will
it
be
is.
journal.
I don't know why the first one
Okay.
didn't.
Yeah.
Now, instead,
Ah.
this is mostly so that your character, your token actually gets put into initiative.
Into the turn order. Yeah.
You still, I mean, you can use the thing you rolled in Roll20, or you can roll yourself and then we just manually change
Okay,
which
well,
number you
from,
have.
from
Well-
what the fuck? It says I'm only level 1? I don't know.
No,
Yeah.
probably. Yeah, like I said, the only thing I did with the sheet was add in your dexterity, so that you have the same initiative as you have on.
Okay.
I don't because I'm a rogue, but it's fine. We won't talk about it.
After I've done this, what do I do? After I'm in this character sheet thing?
So highlight your token.
Yes, you click on the token on the actual
Okay.
map, and then click initiative in the character sheet.
Oh,
It should be in the middle at the top.
there we go. Ooh, a 5. That tracks after him taking a shot.
That
I
you,
rolled a 22 because the bonus is wrong. Oh, it's almost there.
Take this over here so that doesn't fuck with that.
Yeah.
All right.
Off to a great start, guys.
Yeah, but as I said, you can still roll manually
Yeah, I'll take
initiative if you want to.
I'll take
I
that 5. I'm
remember.
cool with it.
All right. So
Slowpoke.
the rest of you, are you
You all, I let you all go first while Azrael was sitting by the fire, finishing his gigantic shot. He actually started chugging. I do picture that. He's sitting by the fire. Everyone else is fighting. He's just sitting there with his mug, finishing it before he gets involved.
So, Alistair and Sulev, are your what is your initiative? Are you going with your roll 20?
Mine's correct. I've adjusted mine.
I'm too lazy to roll, so I'll just use Roll20 for this.
All right.
Oh, I see it now. I see how to do it.
Why won't you? Okay, there. Finally. Hold on. I just need to very quickly do some stuff. Now, hopefully, this will No, okay, I need to.
So I'm gonna be sitting down on this. Yeah.
Alrighty then. I could have prepared this beforehand. I'm.
Fuck it, man. I've been there. It doesn't matter.
It's okay. No.
Let's see. This guy by the horsies. And then this guy by these horsies. And then this guy by this cart.
Yes, there are some more civilian people around, but I couldn't find
Everyone kills
good enough
everybody.
trophies.
That's just fucking blind drunk. Josh with another shot. Fuck.
It's our turn to play the murder heroes.
Yeah, it's my turn to cause problems for the fucking DM. God damn it.
All right then. Okay. So, I will.
It's much
Sure.
more relaxing. Thank you.
Oh, I have been sent quite a long ways away.
Oh, fuck you, you're over there now.
I based on what you wrote to me, I was looking
Yeah.
around trying to figure out which would make the most sense.
No, absolutely, absolutely. I respect it.
All right then.
Apparently he's he's over there. I was about to be like, he's gone. He just ran away.
Yeah, no.
He's
no,
part of the attack party.
All right. So, Venti,
Oh, yes.
to pull back the clock a few seconds,
Mm-hmm.
you're off. You're impressed for the past the couple days that you've been that the caravan has been going. You're a bit impressed that no one seems to have noticed, or at the very least, no one has pointed out that you're traveling with them.
Oh, nice.
Oh shit.
From them, or whenever they've seen you, they might have. And the other people traveling with caravan might just assume that you're another traveler, and the people actually with the caravan might just assume that maybe you're a friend of one of the other travelers they've picked up.
No one knows why I'm here.
Essentially. But as you're, by one of the carts, just do what you're doing, whether you're trying, rummaging around the cart, or whether you're trying to help to set things up. One of the people in the caravan is, they're kind of, offloading some things to try and start some dinner.
Mm.
When suddenly an arrow flies out from the woods and jabs him right in the throat. A couple other arrows also fall in, and you start to hear screams. Well, more so shouts of what's the word I'm looking for? Not combat exactly, but just some orcish shouts coming your way. What do you do as you see some orcs emerge from among the trees?
Oh, brilliant. Okay, hello, boys. I want to see what I can do. So are they in the trees, or are they on the ground? And
They're on the ground.
underneath?
Oh shit!
They're on the
hold
ground.
I realized I forgot to just quickly. Hold on. And there we go.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
That's pretty fucking cool.
I didn't see it. What'd I miss?
Layering.
The treetops. Yeah.
Oh
treetop.
shit.
I didn't fucking know that was a thing. Wow. All
Neither
right,
did
I'm
I.
learning.
Fuck.
Carl, we've been doing it wrong.
Yeah,
We've
Jesus.
been doing it wrong.
D7. See, I told you it would look cool.
Yeah, I've done nothing but
Yeah.
DMing, and I had no idea that was possible.
What the fuck?
You just make two different versions of the same map and just layer one on top of the other.
and then you just move the other one back, and yeah.
Fucking.
I'm
I'm gonna have you
It's
guys.
really cool.
for, I'll track for Tails. Yeah,
Skip it up.
yeah. For
We can
Tails,
skip it on production quality.
for Tails, you guys are in charge of my maps from now on because that is incredible.
What the fuck?
Had no idea that
But
was
you could have
possible.
just asked.
Well, now it's you're being told that's you're in charge of the maps. Now.
Okay.
Okay, sorry.
Plenty.
Back to the
Cool.
back to the
Yeah.
thing.
Right. Got it. Hmm. All right. So first thing I'm gonna do. 1,
Oh, I like this music.
2, 3,
Right?
4. Going up to A,
All right.
and we are gonna go for a slash with my scimitar silver tongue. That's fucking dog shit. That's an 8. No, sorry, that's a 9. I did the math wrong.
Okay. Hold on. I'm just quickly refamiliarizing myself with some stuff. You are. Did you roll with? Let's see. Where is that?
So with swashbuckler, if I land the attack, so long as it's effectively a one-on-one fight, I get sneak attack.
Ah, right. That's what.
But
it
I
was.
don't get advantage or anything like that.
Yes. Okay. I
So-
misremembered. Okay.
Yeah, so long as there's basically no creatures next to me whilst I'm attacking this guy, I get sneak attack because I get fancy
All
footwork.
right.
Or...
And you said the total was a 9.
It's 9 though. Yeah, so don't
that
fuck
does
it,
not
man.
hit. So yeah,
Yep.
you rush towards the orc, and as you what weapon did you say you had?
My scimitar.
So as you slash down towards him, he basically just like he doesn't even really blocks it. He just kind of slashes it to the side with his own like scimitar.
Yep. Cool. Bonus action, 2-weapon fighting with my dagger then.
All right.
That's a little better. That is a fuck, where is it? 6, it's 13.
13. Hold on. Just hits.
Cool. So D4 without the bonus, and I am using sneak attack on this.
All right.
So that's 3 plus 2d6. So 5, 11 piercing damage.
11 piercing. All right. Okay. So. Yeah. As he in the same, just kind of momentum, like the same swing, as the orc, just like smacks away your scimitar. This moves his own scimitar, away so you can't do the same thing again, and then you just jab him. Like you don't hit his throat exactly. You jab him like the shoulder just beneath the throat.
Yep.
And he's bleeding rather profusely, but he's still standing and seems to be rather pissed at you.
Yeah, no, you know what, buddy, that's fair enough. And then I can't do anything else, but basically, like, as a sort, because speaking's a free action, right?
Depends on how much you're saying.
I'm not saying anything. I'm letting out the highest pitched whistle I can.
All
Just
right.
Try and get attention over to me.
Not just for fun. Roll performance.
Fuck it. You know what? I love that. Performance is a +3, so that's a dirty 20.
All right.
And
Okay.
yeah, that'll end my turn.
All right. So there's B, who will let's see. It's going to basically just make his way down towards the horses as he's running down, kind of screaming and shouting. Does anyone here speak Orc?
Orc?
Yes, does anyone here speak Orc? Or Orcish?
No, I do not.
No.
What about... Okay, it's not here.
I don't.
I'll assume he does. Actually, he's probably too far away to hear the exact words anyways. So yeah, no, those who hear the screams might assume that there might be insults or something. Alright then, and there is the guards who see, this one in response to all the shouting is essentially going to more so standing guard for the moment, just trying to get his bearings as he's a bit disoriented by the sudden shouts. The other guard, on the other hand, is going to rush up to confront the orcish interloper. Let's see, they have that thing. Right, yeah, no, he basically just rushes up and tries to swing at the orc, but the orc manages to block with his own weapon. Kind of have a bit of a struggle, weapon to weapon. Alistair. I'm terribly sorry, but I'm gonna have to move you.
Yeah, that's more than fine.
Yes. You were off on your own bit of patrolling when everything happened. You were off in the opposite direction. It's kind of, looking around, maybe like exactly how serious you were in actually keeping watch and keeping an eye out is entirely up to you. But as as you're walking around, an arrow just misses your head.
Oh shit.
And hold on. Side. Name these guys wrong. Come on, where is there is? Some more orcs up here.
Oh, buddy! Buddy!
As you hear screams and shouts as an arrow just misses your head.
Oh, it does that, huh? Okay, am I free to do...
It is your turn.
It's my turn, okay.
Yes,
I would like to spend my bonus action to look around and clock Azrael somewhere.
Yeah, no, you would be able to see him sitting by the fire a fair bit away. About 80 feet away.
You know what? I think he would shout out to him, and you know what? No, wait. What is my movement? 30 feet, huh? I would only be made. So that's 30. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna make it closer to Azrael, and I'm gonna hold my action in case something comes awfully close to my liking. Otherwise, that's it. That's all I do.
All right. Now it's F, who is let's see here. F is going to essentially disregard the people who started to panic and run away. Is going to make a beeline for the closest cart, where to try and see if he can grab any goodies for himself. Not noticing the what he is probably assumes is some sack of cloth or whatever, just chilling amongst the boxes. Skulev, you were in the cart, sitting there by yourself, thinking on this journey so far and planning for what will happen when you reach the city. When you start hearing shouts, you hear someone scream out to someone, and when you look up, you see an orc running right towards you.
I was going to fire an arrow at him had he remained up in that potential area. However, yeah, no, fuck it. If he's gonna come right up to me, then it's gonna be close combat. In which case, I'm gonna wild
the
check.
Orc, yeah. Oh boy. I would say I said the orc has not noticed you, at least not consciously recognized you as a person. Just thought you were just a piece of, like some cloth sack or whatever.
Yep, that's gonna be his first mistake. Because that cloth sack is going to turn straight into a direwolf. Could you upgrade my token size to large, please?
Yes.
Thank you.
Fucking circle of the moon. I feel like I'm going to say that a lot this campaign.
Now, obviously, rough terrain to get down.
Yeah. You're
so-
up among the boxes on the cart.
10, 15, doesn't really matter to get down, however, because I'm going to bite him.
Alright, roll attack.
What's the attack on this? Okay. Does a 19 hit?
19 hits, yeah.
And that is 6, 7, 8, 9. 12 points of piercing damage. And can I get a strength save?
Alright. That is, let's see. Strength save. Did I say a 15 succeed?
That does succeed.
Alright. And how much damage did you say it was?
12 points of piercing.
Alright. So yeah, the orc gets real fucking flabbergasted when from from a random sack on this cart, this massive wolf just jumps off the cart right at him. Impressively, still manages to stand his ground, but with the jaws of the wolf around his head.
And I'm gonna howl. Just because I can.
Alright.
And that'll be my turn.
Okay then. So, now it is B who is going to, hearing a rather loud whistle and seeing someone having run up to their fellow orc, is going to shoot an arrow at them. That is okay. That's a 24 hit.
Oh, buddy.
Specifically at Venti.
Buddy.
Zephyr. Hello?
Zephyr might be
Is he here?
muted. He might be muted.
No, I see him, his image
Oh,
flashing green.
I think something's wrong with his mic. I think he's fiddling with it.
Yeah.
Or maybe he...
No, I bet you his mic
Yeah.
disconnected for a second.
It does.
I
it
saw it. I
sometimes.
saw it light up.
It was lit
Yeah,
up.
it is.
So I
Second.
wonder if something was up with his Discord settings for a second, because that's been happening to mine for some reason. Where
Oh Lord.
my mic's been
Oh,
switching.
It switched to
Oh.
default, right?
Check your settings, Zephyr. Check your settings. Cause yeah, mine switched
Yep.
to default for some. Oh, I heard him.
Yep. Are we here? Are we
There he
here?
is,
There
There
we
he
go.
is.
I hear you.
Fucking hell. Yep. No, I'm here. Sorry,
Fucking,
Seb.
it's been randomly switching for me too, man. I get it. You're good.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
had the same thing.
So,
Yeah.
24? does it hit?
24. No.
Oh. All right, that is.
He has an AC of 1,000,000.
1.5 million, thank you.
Hey, you're in luck, my friend.
Oh, am I?
Yeah, that's 10 points of piercing damage.
Funny.
I was wrong.
No,
the
you-
orc
no.
is the lucky one.
No, I was gonna say, yeah, no, you know, I can take that easy. You know what?
The archer, after having shot an arrow at you, is then going to rush past. Yes, having aided their body a bit, is then going to rush past to, aid more in the plunder and battle. Let's see. Now, Asriel. As you were sitting, drinking at the fire, as you usually do when your brother is the one off on patrol, as the two of you were hired to, protect this caravan.
Yeah.
But so far on the road, the worst thing you've encountered along the road was a bear, about like last night, though the bear was easily scared off.
Mm-hmm.
So, you're not really expecting anything. I mean, you're almost there when suddenly you start hearing shouts and sounds of combat all around you, and you hear your brother, scream out to you.
Does my brother actually scream out to me? I feel like that's.
I
feel like that's.
I forgot. My brain is telling me that
he
you
did.
did. But...
He did shout your name.
He shouted. Okay.
And he's running.
So,
He's actively running towards.
out
you.
of clarification, what exactly does Azrael see? Does he feel like he's in immediate danger right now? Does like anything feel like it's coming after him?
You hear shouts coming from basically all around you.
Okay.
And would he have been able to see? No, the caution stuff would have blocked the emergence of the dire wolf.
Fantastic.
But you would have heard like sounds of combat coming from both
Okay.
behind you and from your brother's direction.
Okay. So, being who Azrael is, he looks and sees his brother running towards him, feels very safe and comfortable, obviously. He's gonna search the caravan because he thinks he's been trying to find something to snag this whole time, because he doesn't feel like he's been paid enough. Can I roll for investigation to search the cart I'm next to?
Go ahead.
Hey.
Let's rob those
Oh,
people.
fuck. Okay, so that is a 13.
13. All right. Okay.
Anything in?
So, you move up to the cart. The cart. A lot of stuff have already been just taken off the cart. This is one of the carts that had most of the camping supplies in it, like tents and such.
Okay.
But as you're looking, there is one box still there. It is nailed shut.
Okay.
Do you do anything else? I will consider you looking. I will just be charitable and consider your investigation as a bonus action.
Bonus action. Okay. So, how big is this box? How big we talking?
How much does the box weigh?
How big is it? Are we talking a small lockbox,
The
or are we
box
talking big
is
crate?
about as big as you are.
Okay, there's no fucking way I'm
Oh,
picking that up.
dude.
Okay.
There could be a corpse hidden in there. Maybe we're smuggling bodies. Yo, dude.
See,
I didn't know hide my dead body there.
Azrael wouldn't give a fuck about that. He's looking for valuables. There's nothing valuable in a big ass box like that. How is he gonna sneak that out? So yeah, fuck the dead bodies. He doesn't give a shit. From where he's sitting at the cart, he sees his brother coming. Let's see. I don't have a line of sight towards any of these bad guys, do I?
You would be able to over as you're on the cart, you have a bit of a height advantage, so you would be able to see all of the free orcs near you.
Okay, so I'd see this guy to
Would
the
be
north
A,
of
B,
me.
and C.
A, B, and C. Okay.
Yes. You'll not be able to see any of the others as just
From
yet.
on top of the cart, as a free action, I'm just gonna look at Alistair and be like, "There ain't shit in here." As I'm gonna turn towards A, and I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast.
All right.
At
You
A.
got a head start.
I'm good. That's going. Ooh, fuck. That's a 23.
Damn, that hits.
Okay, and that's a D10 plus nothing, just a straight D10. Okay. That is a 6. Wait. That's a 9. I'm sorry. That's a 9. I see the pointy there.
The pointy.
All right. A 9. Okay. So as you shoot your Eldritch Blast, just out of curiosity, how does your Eldritch Blast look?
So I'm gonna say that it's like a kind of bright, kind of fell green. Yeah, it's a bright neon green as it kind of just shoots out as mainly like
Alright.
think of a comet. It kind of looks like a comet coming out of his hand of just
alright.
bright green.
Okay, so yeah, you shoot and you barely miss the top of Venti's head and take off the head of the orc. Venti, you just
so
stand there and
cool.
suddenly the orc's head is engulfed in like infernal green flames.
I imagine it's like I sort of like as I'm pulling my dagger out of his fucking collarbone. It's,
Oh yeah, yeah. Just like at the same time, you just pull out the dagger and the head just woof.
Just gonna look at my dagger for a second. It's like, ah.
Okay, and if I'm not mistaken, activating my Crimson Right, that's a free action, isn't it? That's not a bonus action. Oh, that is a bonus action. I'm sorry.
Yes.
And my Blood Maledict, that's a reaction. Okay, sorry. Yeah, that's all. I'm also gonna leap down if I can, and I'm gonna head towards.
Hold on. Let's see.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna head.
From there, it would have been. Let's see.
So I only have a movement speed of 30.
This 10 here would have counted as difficult terrain, so that
Okay.
would have been.
So I'm probably gonna be able to just.
15.
Yeah.
So you have 10 feet left of movement, unless you have more than.
Can I
30
just
standing
go
movement.
to my original spot where I was here, or like I'd
You
probably
can
be
make
right
it.
here.
Yeah, you can make it there.
All right.
That's your-
Yeah, I'm gonna start. I'm
A
gonna
bit
start
easier
climbing.
to jump down than up, but still
Yeah,
you.
I'm gonna start climbing my way down and start heading towards Alistair.
All right.
And that's
All
my,
right
that's
then.
my move.
Let's see. A is no longer on the list, so it is now this guard who is just standing at the very south. It's very fitting that he got the lowest initiative roll because he's the furthest away from all the action. He is, however, going to hear noises coming from various directions, and he's going to make his way first 30 feet, then uses action to move further. Has yet to, like, the cart is blocking the direwolf from his side. Though he does hear the howl, kind of stumbles a bit like, what the fuck?
Like a werewolf.
Venti.
over there, guys.
1 second,
Would-
I need to let the cat out because she's a bitch.
Aren't all cats?
King Cat literally came through the window to be let through the door, but the only way you could have gotten in here is if he went out a different window.
That's the most cat
Okay.
thing I've ever heard.
It's I've been dealing with it all fucking week. Right, it is my
Venti,
turn.
you just saw the orc in front of you's head explode. Like it engulfed
Honestly-
in green flames.
Tasty.
You have a actually. What is your passive perception?
My passive perception is a 17.
Yeah, you right before the flames engulfed, you heard someone yell about there ain't being any shit here or something. I forgot the exact wording.
there ain't shit.
Yeah,
Mm.
and then the head exploded.
Oh, fucking hell, someone's trying to steal my shtick. Okay, well, so, right, okay. We're gonna play around with this a little bit. So, 1, 2, 3. Coming up behind B.
All right. B who shot you with an arrow.
B who shot me with an arrow, the dickhead.
Yeah, the arrow still lodged in your shoulder.
We'll handle that later. And I'm gonna go with my scimitar again.
All right. Roll with that.
Oh, that's a 21.
No. That hits.
So, nice. And we're gonna be sneak attacking this.
mean,
Because
cool.
swashbuckler. So that's 4, 6, 9, and 13 slashing damage.
All right.
Now, yes. Now, fancy footwork. During your turn, if you make a melee attack against a creature, that creature can't make opportunity attacks against you for the rest of your turn.
Oh wow.
So, bonus action dash onto the cart.
All right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. No. You just climb up. Like you climb up the cart just as Astral just jumps down the other side.
All right.
It's switched occupants.
And I will sort of duck behind this box.
The big box that they're in shit in.
Big box that is oddly human-sized. And in my turn, I'll end my turn there.
Oh,
I
okay.
fucking love Swashbuckler.
All right then. So, as yeah, as that happens, the more those in a position to see, which at this point is only Venti, would notice some more orcs having like words just caught up with the others. Seem to be some stragglers just reaching the camp, and the first one of them is H is going to make their way south, just down. Let's see. And we have C, who is fighting the guard in front of them. They're having more of a just back and forth. Neither of them really being able to get a proper hit in on the other, as whenever the other one attacks, the other either sidesteps or blocks. And there is D, who is going to rush up towards the other guard standing by the horses. E is going to shoot an arrow. Actually, hold on. I need to. Yeah, no, okay. Yeah, E is going to shoot an arrow at the one running away.
I would like to catch arrows. Thank you very much.
Can you do that?
No.
Alistair is unfortunately not a monk.
But I'm
Indeed.
thick-headed. This shit just fucking reflex every single arrow.
Just a 19 hit.
Bitch, really? Yes, it hits.
Ooh.
Ow. Barely, but it hits. Fucking
Right.
hell.
Where is my? There it is. Oh, you actually are lucky. That is 4 points of piercing damage. So yeah, the
Okay.
arrow basically it just flies and just grazes your shoulder. Like it doesn't lodge in your shoulder, it just like flies past. Still cuts you, but
I was holding an action, right?
were you?
Yeah, I was holding an action.
What action were you holding?
Just just attacking in general if anything was near me. But I got shot at, right? I was running towards my brother. I'm gonna stop dead in my tracks, and I would like to turn around and look down at where the arrow came from.
Fucking I'll allow it. So yeah, arrow flies by. You just spin around and lock eyes with the orc archer. All right. It is the guard over here who is going to rush up to meet D. Oh. For once, one of the guards actually hits something. With a natural 20 in even.
Oh.
Yeah.
We'll take
Holy
it.
shit. Yeah, no, he just rushes up and just chops D's head off.
That guard's the main character.
Like he was just off there, trying to keep the horses, cows, like calm, trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. Sees an orc running towards him, runs up, lobs his head off. Godspeed, you magnificent bastard. Alright, that's his turn. Now it is the guard. I should have labeled the guards as well. Anyways. And it's the guard by C. Let's see if he has the same luck. I need to roll with this dice more. That's another fucking nat 20.
You're fucking joking.
I am not. I wish I was. I'm the DM. I could be. Anyways. No, that is another natural 20. What the fuck? What is it with these guards all of a sudden? That is not enough to just chop the head off of the orc. That's sad. Alrighty then. So yeah, no, he just manages to stab the orc. Alistair. An arrow just grazed your shoulder. You spun around and you see this orc with a bow. Just, still has the bow outstretched. He doesn't have a new arrow yet because he just let go of the other one. And he sees you turn around, and you're pretty sure. Actually, what is your passive insight?
Dude, 11s all across.
I see. You're too far
Yeah.
away. You don't know what face or expression he's making.
That's fine. That's totally fine because I'm gonna use my 30 feet of movement to just get closer at first, and you know what? I'll even take my action to move in closer. I'm taking full action, just walking with he's just. Oh wait, one more. With determination on his face, looking straight at him.
I will say, as you rush forward, you see something out of the corner of your eye, and like something big and hairy. Has the bear from other night returned? Imagine.
Let's see.
You never transform into a bear.
Zephyr.
Bonus action.
Oh no!
You know what?
I have 5 animals. I'll give you the tip.
I'm gonna.
Oh, there's a bear!
Sure. Bonus action. I'm gonna
Yes.
put Hunter's Mark on that bitch.
On E, I assume.
Yes. Yes.
Alright, is there a saving throw or does it just happen?
No, it just happens.
Alright, remind me what it does?
I get advantage on any perception or survival check to find it. I deal 1d6 extra damage until the spell ends. And if he drops to 0 hit points before my spell ends, then I can just use the bonus action to mark a new creature without having to spend.
Alright, and
There's spell
that's your turn.
Yes. I just look at him.
It is now
Just say,
F,
Fuck you.
who got very nearly had his head bitten off by a fucking direwolf. He's going to do. Actually, I can't call it the sensible thing. He's going to do the panicked thing and start screaming and just wildly try and slash with a scimitar at this thing.
Takes a lot to make an orc scream.
Yeah, well, he thought he was running towards just loot. Like, just plunder. And suddenly a direwolf jumps out and
That's the most
immediately
fucked
bites.
up Jack in the Box I've ever seen.
Right. That was very close to a natural one. Let's see. Does a 7 hit?
No.
Yeah, no, he's just thrashing around, wildly panicking.
Good
Speaking of,
doggy.
Julev, what do you do?
Good doggy.
I'm gonna bite attack. Does a 18 hit?
An 18 hits, yeah.
Okay. That is 5, 7, 10 points of piercing. And I'm gonna
Yeah,
have
no,
myself a snack.
No, he's down, he's down. Oh, man. How exactly do you bite him?
Just straight over the top, just like, yeah. We've seen
Alright.
how like dragons come down and just chomp the top of a human in half, right?
Yeah,
That.
okay, yeah. Alright, yeah.
And
It
just
takes a little bit of
lifts it up,
shaking, but...
lifts it up and swallow.
What
And
is cannibalism if you're in wild shape? Actually, you're not an orc, so I don't know if it counts as cannibalism anyways.
I don't think he cares. And I'm gonna move up to here. And I'm gonna stare down this other orc. And that will
Oh, boy.
be my turn.
Alright, it is now B, having been stabbed, is going to make another attempt, well, shoot another arrow at the one who stabbed them. Let's see, I'm trying to remember, your, I forgot what it's called, Swift Foot, or what it's called, it doesn't have any effect on its turn now?
Fancy footwork. No, it's just they don't get opportunity attacks until the end of my turn.
Alright.
Against me specifically.
Alright, does a 13 hit?
No.
Alright, it shoots an arrow at you and it misses. It flies wildly. Oh, it is one of the newcomers. Not like me, but the orc I.
I
was going to rush down as well. And there is G, who's going to kind of rush forward, just like cut open the kind of back flap of the tent and then just like move in like through the tent. Let's roll. You've basically just jumped down from the cart when you hear something cutting through the tent next to you. What do you do?
Did I see Alistair get hit by an arrow?
You would have, yes.
Okay, so
You would have seen him turn around.
without
You
without
would have
even
seen him,
thinking
at the very
about
least,
it.
you would have seen him turn around and, run off looking rather
Okay.
pissed.
So I would have seen which way he turned around, so I would run down this way right here. Would I see E from here? Because I would see Alistair running towards him, so I would assume that I would assume it was that person.
Yes, you would be able to see.
Okay, I'd like to activate my Crimson Right with a bonus action.
Ew.
On a javelin. Take 1d4 damage. So I take 2 damage.
What is the range of your javelin?
That is 30 to 120 feet. And he's 110.
Alright, so that will be with the disadvantage.
Would it? Because I have a max of 120.
Yeah, but it's more like the first one is the comfortable range. The other one is like range that is you can do it, but it's
Okay,
it's
that's fine.
outside of the.
I'm
so
here
yeah,
for it. Watch me do this. Okay, maybe not.
What did you roll?
11?
Oh, is it like 12? I see.
I think it's 13 is the AC.
What is your crimson right? Like, what is your
my Crimson Right, as a bonus action, imbue the weapon with an extra 1d4 extra damage of your chosen type, which it was flame.
Yeah, like that.
You start a forest fire.
Your javelin lodges into the tree.
Oh, fuck me. Yo,
Okay,
yeah.
Traveling with a
So
druid.
from behind Alistair, this
Who is
flaming javelin
right
comes
next
by,
to this, by the way.
misses
just want-
everything. It's the fucking tree. And from behind you, Alistair, you hear, God damn it!
So I will be completely transparent here. Had you rolled between a 1 and a 3, I don't think you would have even been able to really do that. I don't know exactly what your plus would have been to this.
Mm-hmm.
But if you'd somehow managed to get between a 1 and a 3, you would have hit Alistair. Had you
You
rolled
fucking bitch.
between 4 and 6, you would have hit the dire wolf.
I would have been cool with the
Yeah.
dire wolf. I don't know who the fuck that is.
Hell. But no, we've just started a forest fire.
Alright, well, I don't give a shit. Worth it.
It's only one tree so far.
It was obviously intentional, okay?
Hey, the entire tree isn't burning yet.
Alright,
Just
so-
the immediate
Yes.
area surrounding the javelin has started to smolder.
This is
Alright,
fine.
So
it's
anything
fine.
else?
I have 9 left. Okay. That was my bonus
So I
action.
think-
That was my movement. That's my turn. That's all I got.
All right. Is this spare dude down here? Is not really able to. He's running up. It's hard to know what he's more concerned about: the orc, the dire wolf, or the flaming javelin that just lodged in the tree.
In all fairness, he would have known the javelin was from me. Huh.
He's not paid enough. He's really not.
So Venti,
Mm.
what do you do? An arrow just missed your head again. Well, not again, but
Alright.
That was not an arrow. That was a javelin. Oh wait, no. I'm
No,
sorry.
no,
No, no, no,
Venti-
the orc that shot at me.
yeah, like
It was
tried to
me
shoot
that
you
almost
with
got
an
hit by
Yeah.
arrow. Indeed.
Did the arrow go over my head or is it like lodged in the box?
It went over your head. You
Oh.
have no idea where
I
it
was,
might have
I was,
landed.
I was gonna give it back to him before killing him, but fine. Alright, I'm gonna jump back there. I assume this is 15 feet because of or
Yes.
20. Sorry, I don't know math.
Yes, it would be 20.
20. Lovely. I'm gonna stab him.
All
I'm
right,
gonna
then.
stab him.
Stab him.
That's a nat 20. I should have said what I was doing this with. I was doing it with my dagger, but doesn't. You don't double the bonuses, do you?
I have this. I'm going to try some. Like I'm trying something new.
Oh.
So with a nat 20, you roll normally and then you just add the base weapon like max damage you could have rolled.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
So
And
let's say
I'm specifying weapon, so if it's so like you don't like just get max sneak attack and yeah. You still
Wait, so you don't roll the double dice?
no.
You don't
It's,
double the dice anymore?
I'm still debating that. I'm going to say that he still rolls double sneak attack dice. It's just that he also has like he doesn't
So-
get like a set of
So
max
double the dice and add the max weapon damage, or is
No,
it
it's-
just max
I-
weapon
Yeah, I'm
damage?
confused.
So here's what I've okay, I'm trying to put this into words. So with the weapon, he rolls the weapon normally. Just then also adds the max damage that just like of the weapon damage, but with effects like sneak attack, he still doubles the dice rolled.
Okay.
So with a D4, it would be. So I have one D4 plus 4 for my dagger, so it'd be a D4 plus 4 plus 4.
Yes,
Cool. Okay.
and then if you're using sneak attack plus,
I am
Yeah.
plus double the C.
I said
Okay.
I'm still workshopping it. I'm trying something new to see how it exactly
Yeah.
works.
No, I get it. It's just because I've got sneak attack as well. That's where the confusions come in, but that's fine.
Yeah.
So that's okay. So that's 1, 2, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's 20 damage.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
you just where do you stab him?
So I imagine like I'm jumping off. I'm sort of doing that almost Assassin's Creed thing where I'm jumping off the cart and stabbing him in the jugular.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Cool.
He's bleeding out like a motherfucker. You managed to somehow slash both arteries in the neck.
Nice.
Like the main ones.
Cool. That doesn't matter because he's dead. And then I'm gonna use my bonus action to dash over these boxes and get behind C.
Alright.
And then my turn there.
Alright then.
That should be 25 movement, which is with the dash should be enough.
Yes. I believe so. Let's see. We have H, who's going to move down a bit. Then going to shoot an arrow at this guard near that cut the head off D. That's going to miss. And I really expected more guards to die. Anyway, let's see. C is going to continue his eternal struggle with this guard. Never mind. That's a natural one. So C is going to try and bonk the guard over the head with his little club. The guard kind of blocks with his sword, and the club is now broken in half. So he's essentially disarmed. Or C. He has no idea the horrible things that might happen to him. And there's E, who is going to attempt to do the absolutely sensible thing and run the fuck away. So the direwolf does get an attack of opportunity.
Which it will take. It will absolutely take. That'll be an 18.
That hits.
Ooh. What's the bonus on that? 11, 14 points of piercing.
Damn. Alright. Alright then, yeah, no. Does it then need to make a strength save, or is that just when you're...
Yes,
Okay.
Always. Sorry, I forgot about that.
Yes. I just now remembered, and that is that's a 7.
It's prone.
Alright, yeah. Still alive, it's just on the ground.
Not for long.
I mean, it has a number of things near it that might want it dead. Some have a more personal reason than others. Alright, this Sochmanier is going to turn around and let's see, move towards the archer. And we have this one over here who is in combat with C, who gets advantage because of flanking.
Yeah.
Alright, and he stabs C through the chest. He is dead. And Alistair. The orc who shot you with an arrow is currently down on the ground, having his legs bitten off by an angry direwolf.
I'm gonna look back. I'm gonna look at the tree with the javelin that was burning. I'm gonna look back.
Still burning.
Yeah, I'm gonna look
tree yet,
specifically at Asriel. I'm gonna just clench my jaw. just fucking sorry. I'm gonna turn around, and not looking at the javelin. I'm gonna just walk up to the dude, right?
Are you walking backwards?
No, I wouldn't be walking. My head is just not turned at the javelin. I'm looking at the dude specifically, just zeroes
Alright.
in on. He's laying down on the floor, ain't he?
Oh yeah, he's down on the ground. I would say he's kicking and screaming, but at this point he's mostly just screaming. His legs aren't really attached to him at this point.
Yeah, and if I were to attack, I would have advantage on it, right?
Oh yes.
Okay, I would like to stomp his head into the ground. Fog weapon damage. I'm going to curb stomp him.
Go ahead.
That's 19, and that is a 11. And 19 plus 25 to hit. I assume it hits.
That hit. That fucking hits.
So that's going to be a 5 bludgeoning damage just from the, just from the food, and then plus d6 of my bane.
I will be honest with you, like.
He didn't have a lot of hit points left, did he?
Oh no! Like, a wet fart could have killed him at this point.
So I'm just going to I'm just going to stomp his head in. Once, twice.
Note to self: don't shoot Alistair with an arrow.
And
Got
I'm gonna use bonus action to transfer my hunter's mark to whatever is the closest that I see.
Closest you would be able to see would be H. Over here.
H. Then I'm transferring that with my bonus action, just because I can do that.
Alright, that's to actually make this easier. I'm going to. Let's see, Hunter's Mark. Why don't they have like a crosshair looking? Oh, no, they do. There we go.
And then I'm gonna look at my brother, and I'm gonna hold up one with my hand. And the one, I'm gonna turn the hands around and just flip them off while I do that.
Alright. Sulev. The prey in your mouth has gone still.
I will finish eating it, and then okay, so we'll say there.
How much movement do you have?
50 feet of movement.
Oh fuck, werewolves can move fast.
Yes, they can.
Big boy, big legs.
It's true,
Indeed.
it's true. Many legs too.
Just trying to figure out the best way to get to there. I can make that with the top right portion of my token. So I will dash right up to here. And I'm just gonna basically breathe down the back of I's neck.
Yeah, nope. That's your turn.
That was my action. I just need to see what bonus actions I have. No, that's my turn.
Alright, it is now I. I is going to attempt to strike at you with his mace.
Okay.
That is. Hold on. That is 23 to hit.
That'll hit.
Alright. And that is 5 points of damage.
Okay.
This poor horse. Yeah, now it is G. G is going to move towards our dear tiefling boy. as he's gearing up for fight. He has no idea the shit show that this assault is turning into. He's in the middle of the camp. He's having a great time.
I made it.
Yeah, I'm in the center of this. This is probably where the best shit is at. Asriel, your turn.
He looks over and sees Alistair hold up that one with that cocky smirk that he always has. He just shakes his head. Here's the guy behind him climbing out of the cart.
Like you basically, he didn't come out of the cart. He went out of the tent. Like he cut his way through the back of the tent. He just rushed through. Like you basically hear him chuckling to himself as he's rushing right towards you.
I'm going to pull out my greatsword and activate my Crimson Right again on it as it bursts into flames. That is 4 fucking damage to me, but I'll take it.
Ooh.
And I'm going to attack him with my greatsword. Fucking go,
Alright.
natural 20.
Yo, you bet.
Let's fucking go.
Okay. So how do you say natural 20s work?
So you so
D6.
you still roll the damage with the base weapon damage. You you roll once and then you get
And then I
max
add
damage.
the max of it. So
any additional dice other than the like base weapon damage, you double the dice.
Okay. So I do 2d6 plus 2 plus 12, right? Because I have 2d6. Because that would be the max. And then my d4 doubled. So that's a 2. It's 5 plus 12 is 17 plus 2 is 19 plus 6, so 25 points of damage, 6 of which is fire damage.
From which direction do you cut him?
I would say I just turn around, just pull out my great axe and horizontally just kind of slash out towards him. Yeah, mid chest area.
Oh, you as you turn around, you're slashing as you turn.
Yeah, I just kind of notice him grab my sword, and then as soon as he just flops to the ground, he'll look over at Alistair and put up 2.
You bitch. If I didn't see it, if I didn't see it, it didn't count. This one, it counts. Fuck off.
And I saw him mark this one, so I moved 10 feet, so I'll just start making my way that way. And that's my turn.
All right.
So, just to clarify, because I'm still holding this weapon, my Crimson Right still stays active on it, right? Because that's why my Javelin doesn't have it anymore, is because I'm not holding it anymore. But this one stays, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
When you switched it, like it stays on. The way I counted it, like it stays on for a little bit. So if you were to throw a weapon and then pick it back up, like shortly again, it will still have the right. But if you, as you did now, you threw it and you activated a new one, it would have dissipated. Like it would have dissipated anyway. Like basically, you have like 1 turn grace period where you can pick it back up again and still have the right on.
Okay, that works for me.
But if you activate a new right in that turn, then it's it disappears from the previous one.
Okay, cool.
And that's your turn. So now it is. It is 2. Well, not 2. He has his count as 2. And yeah, no, there's much more he can do. He's basically just looking around at all the carnage, and he's going to go and try and like calm down / protect some of the other more like non-combatants. There's supposed to be more people. I just didn't bother putting in tokens for everyone. Let's assume there's more people running around being all scared and shit. Venti.
Okay, so whilst I was dealing with aid, is it reasonable to assume I would have heard the guy going in the tent?
See, I'm trying to remember where you were when that happened.
I would have either been there or
Yeah, he
there.
was- I think he was on top of the
no,
cart.
I feel like you would have heard it. Like
Okay,
you,
so
you don't know what
bonus
happened
action-
after that, but you would have heard.
Well, I'm gonna use my bonus action to dash. To round the back to figure out what the fuck is going on.
All right.
Puts me there.
Like as soon as you get like around the corner, like back there, you see, like I said, the back of the tent having been cut open, but you see more this, concern and words, brain, wow. More
Concerningly?
troubling, you see a fucking dire wolf right in front of you.
Now, does the direwolf look like it's an ally or enemy of the orc?
I will say you come around the corner just in time to see the orc try and strike at it.
I was gonna say you'd see the direwolf snarling at the orc. You would also see the direwolf's mouth completely covered in blood.
Yeah, and it's that
Like it
you
had
would
been
have
feasting.
you would have
Okay.
come around the corner just in time to see the orc attempt its do its attack.
Cool. Alright, so me and this direwolf are, at the very least, temporary allies.
You have a shared
So,
enemy. Ally
um,
might be a bit
Enemy
strong
of my enemy is my future dog friend. So I'm gonna use my action to throw my dagger towards the orc. It's got a range of 60 if I impose disadvantage on myself,
All right.
and he should be 40. Yeah, so nice and in range. Cool. Lowest is a 12. Plus 6 is an 18.
That hits.
Cool. I don't get a sneak attack on this guy because I have disadvantage. So that is just
Actually, he's next to an enemy.
He's
no,
that-
but I have
yeah.
disadvantage, so it
With the
cancels that out.
advantage, yeah, with the advantage makes it
Ah.
a normal roll, so he wouldn't have it.
Okay.
Oh, if it's a normal roll, then it's 22.
No. So you wouldn't get advantage for me being next to him. You
Yeah.
just don't need advantage to get sneak attack if I'm next to him. But if you're at disadvantage, you don't get the sneak attack. That's a specific rolling.
I need to
To be honest, it's up to the
Okay,
DM.
no.
So if you have another way you want to do it, Seb.
I mean, I either forgotten or just never learned the whole disadvantage bit with sneak attack.
Yeah.
There
You
might have been
don't
a
need
part that
advantage
have
on
had
the
a
attack
vested
roll.
interest in keeping that information from me.
So it's because I'm used to doing it with melee with rakish. That you don't need advantage on the attack roll if another enemy of the target is within 5 feet. That enemy is incapacitated, and you don't have disadvantage on the attack roll. So I don't get it because I still had disadvantage.
Okay.
But yeah, it was an 18, so that's 8 piercing damage.
All right.
It's okay. That'll be enough.
But yeah, it's because I had disadvantage. Yeah, sneak attack. It doesn't.
Yeah, no, you get a dagger in his back, still standing.
Yeah.
See for how long?
We're about to find out. But yeah, that's my turn.
All right. It is H. H is going to see the way the wind is blowing, and is going to be 10 feet.
Which way do you run?
Indeed. Then we'll count as 10, and then we'll have 20 feet left. It's just making a run for it.
Surprised he's not trying to take one of the horses.
They're tied up. Like, there's a direwolf right there. There are people like coming towards him. One of them cut the head off one of his buddies. The other one stomped the head of another.
I mean, he
Oh,
could.
fuck it.
Yeah, he could cut the rope. With
Cut
his
the
sword
rope, cut
as
the
he
rope,
hops
and
on.
fucking go. Fuck everyone else. I'm out of here.
Hold on, I'm making an intelligence roll.
That tracks.
no,
Not like
for one.
that. Ah.
Actually, no, it was no, that's a 7. Let's see, what is his plus? Not enough. not
That is-
enough.
That is
Never
the
enough.
perfect
That is a
use of that
that is a
stat
5.
I've ever heard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, he's
What is he doing?
he's running away. Well, attempting to at least. Actually, yeah, no, he would have used his action to run as well, so that would be. Yes. And he is dead, so he's gone. There's oh shit! I accidentally. Hold on. I need to. This is. I really should have labeled the guard. He's going to go in pursuit, using his action to run. Yeah, no, he's in pursuit of the archer. Managed to get to him, but is not able to attack. We have this one over here, who, much like the other guard, is going to turn more towards defense and trying to calm people down. Alistair, your connection to the mark is telling you that this dude is running away.
Yeah, but he looks awfully far away from my ass. Dude, I already wear so much fucking chainmail. It's a fucking drag to run around every fucking where. I was gonna look at my brother, and I'm just gonna. Ooh, I'm gonna, with my head, I'm going to motion towards the tents, and I'm just gonna use my 60 feet of movement to get closer to Ray. Let's see, 60 feet. So yeah, right there, and you know, just with my head, like motion to the tents. Yeah, and that's my. I'm gonna send him a smile. Other than that, that's my turn.
All right. Sula.
All right. I'm gonna go for another snack.
All right.
Not
That's a
20.
nat
There
20.
it is. There it is.
My house is moving. Hang on. Seb.
Yes.
Critical snap.
Ah. I see.
Yeah, critical snack. Now, when you say the max damage of the attack, that's all rolled dice, right?
For the base attack, so like if it's a weapon, it's the base weapon. In your case, it would be your jaws or
Yeah, so
bite,
the base weapon attack is 2d6, so that would be 12 points.
Yep.
Plus 2d6 plus
Yep.
3.
Yep.
Cool.
Nom nom.
Om nom fucking nom. What did I say? 12 plus 3 is 15, 20, 23 piercing.
Om nom nom.
Om nom nom. Okay, cool. I'm eating another one. And then I think I worked out that if I do it like this, from this point, oh, look at that. I'm gonna cut this guy off.
Where do you think you're going, sweetie?
Yeah,
And yeah, this wolf will just sort of skid around in front of him and just start growling.
Fucking sick.
Oh my lord.
The blood of his friend literally dripping from his mouth.
A little bit of green flesh and like the corners of the mouth.
Yeah, a bit of leather and just like sinew just sort of stuck in the teeth. That's my turn.
Yep. Azrael, you've seen your brother motion to you towards the tents. What do you do, buddy? You're muted.
I'm just gonna look at my brother, see him motioning towards the tent. I'm gonna nonchalantly just kind of back up into the tent and begin rummaging through it as everyone's distracted by the guy that's running away.
All right, roll investigation.
Investigation. So that is okay. Oh, sorry, that's a fuck. It's just a 10.
Ah, all right. You Which tent specifically are you
The
going
one,
for?
the one that's just
You
kind
gotta
of
fucking
close right
stop
here.
drinking. You can't see shit.
Yeah, just kind of.
So you go into the closest one to you?
Yeah, just the closest one next to me.
Yeah. It's like it has like you go in. There is a pile of like firewood that has been set up, you know, for to use for the fires
Okay.
and such. There are a few crates of other things, but like nothing of any real value.
Okay. Is that my bonus action or my action?
This time I will say it's your action.
Ah, fuck.
The first one was a freebie because
I'll
it
just
was
kind-
your first time.
I'll kind of look out and look over at my brother and just kind of shake my head. And
Oh, gotcha.
I'm gonna, yeah, that's gonna be my turn.
All right. Guard, just doing guard things. 20.
Okay, so bonus action to dash.
All right.
35 feet over here. Am I able to get my dagger back, or is that going to cost me anything?
I will say if you take
Actually, was the dagger lodged in the
Yes,
the
it was
orb
lodged
In the
his
back
back.
of the Don't. Did you eat my fucking dagger?
that I ate?
did you swallow? Did you try to swallow the orc whole?
Yes, absolutely. I have eaten 3 orcs. I have eaten F, I've eaten E, and I've
Make a
eaten I.
Constitution save.
Okay. I was not joking when I was saying I'm eating these.
Look, I didn't think you were
I didn't know
swallowing
that.
them
I-
whole.
How
I
quickly
thought
do
you were
eat
ripping them
corpse?
apart.
No, I'm eating them.
How do you eat them in a span of 6 seconds, bitch?
He's trying to swallow them whole.
I'm basically
Got-
swallowing them whole. Yeah,
She's got
that's
basic
a.
and gag
Rolls for
reflex. We
choking.
see where he
What did you roll?
it's a 22.
All right.
If there's no
If
body
something-
there, I'm gonna
if something
retract
stuck
that.
in your teeth and it's annoying you, but it's
You know when you bite a Dorito and one of the slices get kind of stuck in between your teeth? Sharp pain.
Yeah. Yeah, it's that. It's like that.
Yeah. If there's no body, I'm gonna retract that.
All right.
In which case, I'm probably honestly gonna go through the damaged back of the tent, come out the front and see what the fuck is going on. Because
Does he see Azrael rummaging through the tent?
passive 17.
Oof.
Yeah.
Oof.
You would have come out to the front just as Astral, you went away from the just exited the like, tent with all the wood and stuff. You would have seen the short
It's in
little.
the middle of the fight, you know. You don't go like looking for thieves, you know. I'm being
I
so
was checking the tent to make sure there was no thieves in there. That's all.
Yeah, we're making
Like,
sure
yeah.
that it's fine.
I'll leave it up to Seth whether or not I could
You-
decide.
you
Like,
would've
I've
seen
not
the
come
little
looking for you.
exchange
I'm
between them.
like, I've come through like right. An orc has cut his way through this tent. Let's fucking go. Wait, what the fuck
Just see,
are you
just see
doing
me
over
just
there,
kind of
mate?
walk out and just, yeah.
No, like you basically just as you exited the tent, you would have like looked around trying to find the orc, not seen him anywhere. But you actually that's not true. You would have seen his bisected corpse.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you would have seen Ezra like just exit that tent, and you would have seen the little kind of non-verbal exchange with his brother.
And earlier I heard him say, "There's nothing here."
You don't know if it was me.
All you said
Yeah.
is
You
that
heard
like there ain't
someone say
shit or
it,
something
And then you
like
saw a
that.
head
Okay.
explode. And also,
Yeah.
point of clarification, is my sword still on fire? As I just went through the
Yes.
as I just went through the firewood tent.
Unless you put it out, yes.
Nope.
I was gonna say it. I think it specifically states
Yeah,
it
as long as I'm
lasts
holding
till a
it.
short rest. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
my
my
sword's still on
God.
fire as you just saw me walk out of the... Okay, cool.
I'm going to be charitable and say that you have at least the presence of mind to keep it away from anything flammable.
I've been drinking. I don't know if that's true.
Roll sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand? Okay, alright, let's see. Let's do this. Sleight of hand. Okay. That is a 15?
All right.
Okay.
Somehow you managed to not set everything on fire.
it's that thing.
Ever so
Every time he
graceful.
turns around, it just barely scrapes by without touching anything. It's not that he's doing it on purpose. It's just coincidental that he hasn't caught anything on fire. Cool.
Indeed. You know what? You know what's funny? Like that was the tent with all of the the firewood and such. So if anything were to be set on fire,
Yeah, no, honestly, you're good. So you know, Venti's gonna try something here.
oh,
Gonna whistle to you, Azrael. Just whistle, sort of get your attention,
Mhm.
and then just sort of, you know, very casually wave my thieves' tools around a little bit and raise an eyebrow, and that's it.
Okay.
You know, just like, you know, I've got these.
Okay.
Astral.
That's all. That's all I'm doing.
Let's see. Would Alistair have noticed that?
We should have robbed the caravan instead.
No.
cards
Given
got it.
positioning, I would say Alistair was not able to see that. Astral, roll. I'm trying to think what this
Insight?
would be. Not insight. This is more for remembering. I'm trying to think what would be a good roll. Like,
Constitution. He's been drinking.
I'd say, I mean, if it was me, history or intelligence.
yeah, just straight intelligence.
Straight intelligence. You got it.
This is where we find out he's dumb as fuck.
What did you roll?
It's a 9.
Is it a net?
It's a 9. That's a 4
Alright,
plus
seems legit.
5.
Okay, there's something that there's something about this situation, about this individual. Like it's something that kind of poking you in the back of your mind. But you're drunk. You're numb to it. You don't realize it.
Venti, you just see Azrael just kind of swaying a little bit.
And then yeah, Venti's just gonna lean up against like one of the poles on the tent, because you know what, the wolf can handle it. And then if the wolf starts killing the guards, I don't want to be first. That thing just swallowed my dagger. I'm good. He can buy me a new one later. I'm just gonna
wolf
take
is
that.
going to buy you a dagger.
8 hours later, there's a scream in the forest.
I'm just
Oh.
gonna remove that dagger from my inventory.
So yeah, it is now Age. Age is once again, like the others, gonna attempt to run. It now has 2 separate attacks of opportunity against it.
Oh dear.
Should have called for a
Technically, both
parley.
of them with advantage because technically it would have been flanking from both. Where is my other?
Oh,
There it is.
buddy. Oh, fuck off.
That's double freeze. That's not.
Not again.
I'm not joking.
What dice?
That
is
was the
it?
first roll. I didn't even roll advantage.
What
I-
dice are you using?
I'm using Lawrence's set.
I call shenanigans.
Floppy for us.
He's got loaded dice.
What people?
I hope so, because I love these dice. I haven't used them in ages.
That's why we never continued that campaign. Because the fucking dice rolls and dog shit. Oh, I missed you, buddy. I'm coming for you.
Plus 12. Okay. So how much damage does the guard do?
He doesn't hit. He rolled 2 freeze.
Oh, okay. 21 piercing damage.
All right. It's the last orc. How do you want to do this?
I'm having another meal.
All right.
Yeah, old dude.
That's for fun. Roll another Constitution save.
Con save? Sure.
Because at this point you've eaten a lot.
Your
I've eaten
stomach,
4.
your stomach
Yeah.
is not gonna remain the size of a direwolf stomach.
That's
the beauty of it.
okay. It's magic. It'll all fix itself. That's a 13.
He's gonna shit himself the second he becomes normal.
You yeah, no, you're full. Like you get like halfway and then you just hulk it up because like your body's like no, we're full. You can't have
Oh,
any
hey.
more.
There's your dagger.
Well, you keep it, buddy. The other thing is, you've been running around whilst it, like, you must be stitching like you cannot believe.
Like the dagger is stuck between his teeth.
Are you gonna keep it?
So yeah, no,
Can I use a bonus action to get that out? Can I try and get that out? Because I don't want a dagger stuck in my teeth when I revert back.
Sure. Roll dexterity with disadvantage.
Dex with this.
Yes.
Now physical stats I use the wolf for,
Yes.
correct?
Indeed.
Okay. Okay. 17.
All right. You chips or popcorn and gotten something stuck between two teeth knows how difficult it is. You somehow, with your tongue, manage to just like peel it off so it, it loosens and it's no longer stuck. You do cut your tongue with it a bit, but
Nah. Now,
That's
hang on. I have one more clarification. Zephyr, how many did you kill?
I only got one.
You only got one.
Yeah.
Karma got 2. Dragon got 1.
Guards
So,
got one or two.
Dragon,
Mhm.
you're a fighter, not a lover, right?
I mean, yeah, but that's not what it refers to. If you would like to know, just so you know.
No,
Just to
I'm
clarify.
just pointing out that we did very much state that you would have the lowest.
it was a joke. In my defense, it was a
Sure.
joke. It was a reference. It was a joke.
But
Seth did point it out.
All
I
right.
mean, you're more than welcome to if that's what you want to go for. Sure, Malika. I don't agree with him.
I'm just shit stirring, you know that.
So.
But wait, before we come back to the combat, can you just like look through the through this card? You know, before shit calms down, so to say.
could you say that?
Yeah,
What-
could you just look through this card real quick, like, you know, before the shit calms down, like. You
Sure.
know.
I mean, it's gonna take a little while. The guards are, trying to corral, get
Yeah.
people,
Yeah,
make people
exactly.
start, patrolling the perimeter to make sure that there aren't any orcs left hiding somewhere.
Yeah,
Still trying to
exactly.
make sure this dire wolf isn't about to kill them.
Oh yeah, definitely. The guy standing right there, he's just standing there like he has his sword and he's standing. He's like, easy, friendly. He puts away his sword. Friendly.
So Asriel I think Asriel would go search the tent next to the campfire one.
Those looking to
We're looking for
ransack.
stragglers,
roll-
of course.
Yeah, those looking to ransack the camp,
Yeah.
roll investigation. And at this point, since things are starting to calm down, I also want all of you to roll stealth as well.
I'm just watching them do
Elf?
it. I'm watching them
with
do it.
advantage.
So
Advantage, so
with
that-
advantage, that means a normal roll of stealth because we both have disadvantage on stealth. So, oh fuck yes, that's a dirty 20 for stealth.
Yo, bitch! Dirty 20 for investigation. Fuck off.
Okay, so for my investigation, that would be a 18. Oh wait, I'm sorry, that's another dirty 20 because it's a 15 plus 5. I was
Stealth
reading this nature.
at no disadvantage. That would be a flat 14. Not flat because I have -1, but it's a 14.
Okay. Alright. So first off, just to
This was
Venti, are you also ransacking, or are you
I'm
just...
watching these two. So with those rolls in
actually-
mind, it means I can see Alistair, but not.
Okay, yo, Seb, with my the way that I do it, with my performance specifically, I'm gonna make a show of like, looking for quote unquote stragglers.
And,
Roll performance.
Venti, you would notice, you'd be looking over at Alistair and look back, and Asriel is just
Bitch.
gone.
That's a natural penny. For a total of 23.
Yeah, no, like, Alistair, you go, like, you go back to some of your training, you know, like the professionalisms, some of the what's the word I'm looking for? Not professionalism, the discipline that you know you like the bit of the discipline that you were taught, and like you just you go back to that and like you're just wandering around searching and like you're doing it with purpose as you're
Oh,
looking
believe
around.
me, I have a purpose in mind. Believe me.
And you said it was a dirty 24 investigation?
Yes.
All right. Astral, what did you get for stealth and what did you get for investigation?
I got a dirty 20 for both because I got an 18 with my straight roll of stealth and a 15 with my investigation.
All right. Okay. So what areas are the two of you searching? Who's searching what?
I'm searching these two tents right here.
All right. And
I'm
Alistair,
searching the other side of the camp, so to say. Like so the one in front of me and the two ahead of us. You know,
Alright.
just like go away in this
Okay.
small.
So, let's see who to start. Which one of you wants to start or hear things first?
As you're concerned.
Okay.
Okay.
What did I find?
The first tent you look into is how best to describe it. It's just some sleeping accommodations. Nothing too fancy.
Mm-hmm.
As the big kind of central tent has a little more in terms of sleeping accommodations, but it also has like this kind of wooden panel set up to have one corner of it be a bit more secluded,
Mm-hmm.
which is is where the caravan master kind of keeps his stuff whenever you've made camp.
Mm-hmm.
As you quickly looking around, like you basically head towards there because if there's going to be anything good here, it's going to be there.
Okay.
Like as you head over there, happy to see that the caravan master has not hidden there during the carnage. It is currently empty. You rummage through some of the what's the word I'm looking for? Not crates, but like the boxes around. There is a kind of like a foot locker thing, kind of a mix between a chest and like a foot locker, which mercifully is not locked.
Love to see
He
it.
seems to have been rummaging, like he seems to have been going through it himself when everything went down, and so he just closed the lid, but I didn't have time to lock it before he ran.
Mm-hmm.
And so as you just open it, inside there is some clothes, there is 2 pouches and a small I forgot what it's called. Like a small lockbox,
Okay.
which it does seem to require a key, but you don't see the key anywhere.
Can I pocket everything but the clothes?
Sure.
So you said 2 pouches.
Yes. One of them is making the wonderful familiar noise of coin.
Okay. I'm not going to look and see what's inside them now. I'm just going to quickly pocket them and try my best to kind of muffle the sounds of them so it doesn't sound like I have them.
All right. The little lockbox also seems to make some odd scrambling sound.
Okay. Straight in the backpack.
Right.
And then, yeah, I'll just go out and pretend like I'm stretching as I'm standing next to the campfire. Just kind of kick the dead body of the orc I cut in half and sit down on a log.
All right. Okay, so yeah. Other than that, you don't really find anything in your section of the camp.
Okay.
And Alistair,
Yee.
as you look around, you on your hunt for thieves and scavengers, you
Opening up chests.
I mean,
never know.
those
Looking
are
through-
human
looking through
sized
jewelry and
chests, okay?
you find a crate, you find a crate. Like I say, in your performance, you managed to just kind of with your boot, you managed to just kind of kick it a bit to like damage the side of it, like without anyone noticing, and then making a show of you noticing it, and then investigating to see if anything was stolen from it.
Look at me.
And in the
I'm
crate,
stealthy.
you see several kind of rolled up pieces of like textiles, like seems to be like fine, like just fine, like kind of rolls of various like textile like materials. Not your specialty, so like you don't recognize and like the one from the other, but you can tell that they seem to be pretty nice.
Mm-hmm.
A bit it's gonna be a bit awkward and clunky to try and pocket any
That's
of
what I was
it.
thinking. Yeah. He would just move on from them and like look for some smaller objects.
Yeah, as you're as you're looking around, you find the little tent area off in the other corner, which has some like some barrels and crates, some what's what I'm looking for, a I don't know if crate is exactly the best way of describing it. It's kind of like a one of those like cabinets that
Mm-hmm.
like people keep wine in. It's
Okay.
kind of like that. It's just been a bit like kind of boarded up a bit, like not without actually like hammering things into the thing itself, just kind of around it to try and keep it steady and keep things in it from breaking.
Mm-hmm.
And it has a few bottles in it.
Like a roll of material is much harder to hide, but he would snatch a bottle. he would definitely snatch a bottle.
All right. Yeah, you it's it was recently opened just for so like a bottle could be brought out for probably the Caravan Master's own use, so to say. Yeah, you snatch a bottle.
Yeah.
Other than that, neither of you find anything of major interest.
Yeah, he would just turn around, clock Azrael, and he would just move after him, just in general.
Yeah, yeah, and Venti, you would have been able to follow, like Alistair. You would have like actually just for fun, just for fun. Roll insight.
No idea what my insight stats are. That's an 18.
Okay.
I don't know what that's worth.
Okay.
And guess what? My performance?
Yeah. What was your performance? You said it was a natural 20 for a total of.
Yeah, 23.
Yeah, no, you're so like you get so caught up in just this person who earlier seemed to be a bit shady. They seem to be having some shadiness. Just go full on like, hey, if you try to take anything, I will cut your hand off mode. Just walking around, being like the model, like stern guard, just patrolling, you're doing his duty. You get so like wrapped up in it that you barely even notice that he's actively taking shit or like rummaging through things.
Nice. I'm traveling with bipolar people. Okay.
Do you say that out loud close to Azrael?
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Azrael will just look up and be like, well, that's very judgmental of you.
When you spend your entire life being judged, you're kind of forced to follow in their example. But all the same, I'm gonna sort of nod my head to Azrael, sort of like what you clearly you had something to do with this severing in the midsection, so sort of a nod of well done, and then just gonna sit by the fire and start singing a shanty.
When you do, he just pulls out his flask and just kind of lifts it to you for a little bit as he takes another shot.
I'm gonna walk up behind Azrael, like, as he's drinking, I'm gonna like this heavy just slap on his back, like, so, how you doing? You looking okay? You hurt? Does it hurt anywhere? He just, looks you over. Like in a hushed voice, just worriedly like casts a glance all around you.
Azrael's just gonna be like, oh, self-inflicted as per usual, and he hands out his hand, and I'm gonna try and like slide a hand that bag of obviously money to Alistair.
I'm gonna take his hand in my hand. I'm gonna gently like just caress it, and I'm gonna. How rough is Azrael looking, just in general?
You just see, I would say, like 2 cuts on his hand from him activating his weird powers that you remember.
So in that
One's
case,
much deeper than the other.
Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna, in that case, go for. You heal for 10 hit points exactly.
10 points, you said?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna lay on hands, spend 10 to heal.
That always feels honestly, that feels still odd to me, brother. You want me to roll for sleight of hand sub for giving him the money pouch?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I want you to roll. So
Yeah, I was gonna try and do it while he's gonna try and heal me, and that is
yeah, 'cause we'll allow you to roll with advantage.
with
since-
advantage. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't mean anything. That's a 16.
Do I hear you say, brother?
I would say, yeah, you'd probably hear him call him brother.
Yeah. I will say, Venti, with your passive perception, you would have also noticed the bag being handed off. Though you wouldn't have any
Yeah, it was
context as
passive.
to. Yeah.
Just
So
make sure that if something hurts really bad, you just okay.
But we both enjoy pain so much, brother. Come, drink. As
Oh, I don't know if I should. I mean,
what's the worst that could happen? As he takes a swig and hands it up to you, Alistair.
he's gonna roll his eyes and take a swig, and hand it back to you. He will join you for drinking.
I need to ask, what is in his own personal bottle?
Ooh, he's got this. It's very sweet, like. Let's see if I can remember what it tastes like. It's a very sweet mangoey pineapple kind of purplish sugary thick syrup.
Oh, I like that.
It's a home creation, and it is incredibly strong, but because of how much sugar and stuff that's in it, it's
it's
hard to
sugar. I spit it out.
It is very sweet. It is very sweet. He goes, you know, it's the only way that we can actually enjoy it and drink it. It's thick enough. Come on.
So bad. Why is it so sweet? Ew.
It tastes
Get
delicious.
shit out of, get this shit away from me.
You've seen me make it. It's quite
Yes,
good.
and I still think it's way too much sugar. You're going to have so many cavities.
Honestly,
stupid.
honestly, Star, this complicated palate is wasted upon you. As he, I'll reach
seen
out.
you eat dirt. Fuck off.
I'll reach my flask out to Venti as I look up at Alistair and say, "There was one time and I was incredibly drunk."
What's it over, dear?
One time, huh? Sure.
He'll
What
hand
is
over
his
that
breath?
flask to Venti to enjoy it.
Catch it and take a swig.
It's very, like I said, very sweet. It's a mangoey pineapple kind of taste. If at first you don't really taste any alcohol, but then you get this really hard burn at the end of it, and can tell it's incredibly strong.
Mm. Not what
To be
I'm
honest,
used to.
I did. Oh,
It's a home creation of my own. I get bored every once in a while. I need to find some way to entertain myself. He can't stand it, but it's what keeps him fed.
it is. Wait. I fucking hate you.
All right, well, fine. And I'll reach into my bag and I'll pull out a small bottle of like a just kind of basic mead that he keeps around just for Alistair, because he knows Alistair doesn't like sugary stuff.
Thanks. he's gonna like take it out of your hand like a little bit forcefully, like his bag, like as you're like sitting, like because you're sitting down, right?
Mm-hmm.
Imagine. you're turned towards the fire, like he's turned with his back, like against it. He's leaning like on you, basically. And he just takes a neck.
Alright.
Well, you know what they say: one man's rags is another man's riches. And I'll toss the flask back.
I'll catch it. Take another swig. And do a quick cheers with Alistair. Keep in mind, there is still an orc dead body cut in half next to us as we're just drinking.
Oh yeah, it's it was bisected. Like it is in a puddle.
I saw that, by the way. That was cool.
That was my
That's so cool.
second one. I mean, your first one.
Your second one.
Did you not see? Did you not see the first one? Venti, you saw.
Of course, I didn't see your first one.
The orc with its head exploded. It was.
No. You had one.
Oh, so that
I've
was
seen
you,
one.
was it, dear?
Of course.
No,
See?
don't listen to him. He's being delusional.
Don't you take this away from me.
I didn't see it. It didn't happen. Shut the fuck up.
Sir, I must thank you for saving my life.
Of course.
Killing that orc was a fine and noble deed, of course.
Oh, nobleness had nothing to do with it.
fine
It just
and
seemed like
noble.
fun, to be quite honest.
You can see, like, Venti's, like, half smirk, eyebrow raised, like, you killed the fucking orc, fair enough.
And it
I
was
didn't
two,
see it.
brother.
It didn't happen.
It's not very often that okay, fine. If that's one didn't count, then the one with the giant fucking wolf didn't count either. You had help.
I killed it.
You,
Bitch.
it was mostly eaten. That
Doesn't
giant
matter.
wolf nearly killed it.
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't
I
count.
killed it. I didn't see yours. Mine
It's-
count. Yours
It's
didn't.
either both of
Fuck
ours
off.
counts or neither of them do.
Fine. Fucking bitch.
So speaking of Sulev, what have you been up to while all of this has been going on?
Solev is just quite literally blending in with the crowd. Like the guards know that Solev is there and that he is a part of, like, he asked to join them when they left the city. But I think
would
most of
they-
them just see him as a civilian. He
Yeah,
would
I
have hid
don't-
to change back to human form.
Yeah, I doubt they would have seen you go full direwolf before, though.
Would
No.
would Sulev hear Azrael just yell out, "There was a giant fucking wolf"?
Depends, how loud are you shouting it?
He's already getting halfway drunk, so very loud.
In that case, yes, I will say Sulev would have.
I was gonna say
kind of heard
my
off in
my
the
passive
distance.
is 18.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
yeah, no, you.
Oh my
definitely heard
god, why is everyone's passive so goddamn high, bitches? We got barely above 10s.
Mine's 10.
Mine's 11, bitch.
I'm a pirate, I need to be able to see things!
The brothers
Oh,
don't
also,
have a stick.
Alistair, roll intelligence.
Ooh.
Intelligence, eh? My intelligence is ain't too old. Save intelligence.
What did you get?
That's a 4 plus 1. That's a 5.
All right. Yeah. No. Yeah. No. You don't even get an inkling about Venti. You're just enjoying the moment.
Oh, Venti. What about Venti? What?
Exactly,
Neither one of
yeah.
us. We would have
Exactly,
noticed.
what about
We're
it?
too enveloped in getting drunk rather than paying attention
Yeah.
to the stranger.
Like, as far as you guys know, I just showed up.
Yeah. Like I said, Venti's been been snuck with the caravan. Like Venti is not an official traveler with the
We had a
caravan.
fucking list of all the people there too. Like we know each of them. They're like, yo, dude, we are so wasted.
Yeah. Like
Yeah,
neither of you
as-
realize.
As far as you guys are aware, and as far as you guys know, I showed up around the same time the orcs did. Like, I was just passing by and helped you guys out.
Like it's not even really that. It's yeah. They just haven't put two together that you're not someone who you're not one of the people who've been traveling with them.
Yeah.
Which I mean, it makes sense since there are a few new people that joined up in the previous city.
We should be getting paid extra for this, I swear. Just the hassle of being ambushed. It's just so fucking. Ugh.
Should have asked
It's
for
about
hazard
this
pay. I told
time.
you.
Where most of the I guess you could call them civilian travelers in the caravan have been corral, so they showed back up. They're walking around making sure that everything is the way it should be. The guards have, like the rest of the guards have been they're basically busy dragging what orc corpses
Mhm.
remains.
Okay,
Just
so
right up tower.
anytime.
I feel like Azrael and Alistair have one guard that's their favorite, and it's the only one that they know their name. What would the guard's
Yes.
name be?
I'm gonna say that his name is Barrick.
Barrick? Okay.
Yeah, Barrick.
Okay.
I'm gonna say that it's the one who was the one with the sword who was over on the right side of the camp who cut the one orc's head off.
Okay.
Cool. By the way, like, since everyone else, like all the guards are, they're making sure everything's okay, like they're dragging the bodies, they're actually working, and Asriel and Alistair are just sitting fucking drinking.
Yeah.
I feel like
you're
every single
you've
time.
been fully hired to guard
Yes,
this
no,
caravan.
no. Here's the thing. I feel like every single time he would notice someone like either coming in the direction or watching, like he would start acting like he's really hurt, like he's patching himself up with like he would just play it up.
Is it morning or is it getting closer to
It's-
nighttime?
At this point, the sun has set. At this point,
So
like it was basically the sun was just like beginning to properly set. Like it was starting to disappear beyond the horizon when the attack happened. By this point, it is gone completely.
So Azrael is his self-appointed cook of this little group because he doesn't like doing cleanup. So he just decides to go grab the little tripod, the little stand that they've got that dangles a cauldron over, and he's just gonna start making soup.
All right. And as you're making soup, the caravan master shows up. Best to describe him, slightly rotund Earth Ganassi, having a kind of sandstone complexion. You would know him by the name of Osman. And as he kind of wanders forth with this big like smile, he's kind of chuckling. He's like, "It's exciting part this land, my friends." And he kind of clasps Alistair on his shoulder. I'm so happy for your services. I hope these ruffians didn't give you too much trouble.
He's gonna look at this man like he's gonna look at where he put his hand on his shoulder with like disgust.
You're gonna hear
he does not
Azrael
look
just
happy.
be like, "Osmond, you best be careful. Touch him again, you might not get the hand back."
He kind of just claps your shoulder a bit before he lets go.
My eyes just trail behind his hand.
Now, I have to ask, where were you during the excitement? I don't remember seeing you.
Oh, well, I was in my tent when I started hearing the screams, and, well, a tent is not the most secure place to be in the middle of an attack. When I ran out and I saw some of them coming from, gestures in the direction where three of them came from, like, the right side of the map. It was like, and I saw them, I decided that the best thing to do would be to, well, get out of camp until things calm down. I had full confidence in your abilities. He kind of stands, he smiles. He looks between all of you like, I can't thank you. He kind of stops and looks at Venti. I'm sorry, I don't think we've been properly introduced. You are?
This is a friend I decided to bring along to watch our backs. Ain't that right, Venti? He'll give you a little
yes.
wink.
Yes, simply a passerby. Here to
Oh,
keep people safe.
Best to have
If-
one in the back.
thank you. All right. He kind of, he looks around a little bit confused. When did they join? I don't remember them being.
Not
You're not part of
Last-
the
last
contract, are
stop.
you?
It was
not
last
not
off,
not a
you know.
concern. Not a concern. Not a concern.
Consider it
Well,
an extra bonus into what you've already paid us.
Of course. You deserve a bonus for this. Hold
Yes,
on
I
a
do.
moment. He walks over to the little drinking cabinet. He just kind of fast through. He takes one of the bottles and he walks over on me and he
You're too
Hands
kind,
it.
Osmond. You're too kind.
Oh, it's the least I can do. Oh,
I'm gonna wink at Azrael.
He's gonna wink back.
His master looks at us like everyone, the danger is well and truly taken care of. He smile, like his smile, like it feels impossible for a smile to be this wide. As it's standing there. I believe we've all deserved a good rest. We will set off early in the morning to reach Alifna as soon as possible. And I will assure you that we will have our fine guardians here to protect us throughout the night. He hands both of you 1 gold coin each.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Did you hear that, Ray? Early in the morning. I'd like to see you try to get up this early.
No.
Oh, can
I'll leave
I
that to
wake
you.
up?
If you could, that'd be great, because I will not be waking up amongst my own accord. Well, our new friend, since you have no more need to kind of hide your presence, you're more than welcome to stay with us if you'd like. As he looks over at Venti.
I'll consider it, but I think I will need to help Osmond move his things.
By the way, Osmond, I've noticed that one of them went through your tent, so maybe take a look and see if they've stolen anything from you. I'm not too sure what they were after, but hopefully they didn't get it.
Well, thank you for that. Thank you. And he kind of, he walks up. He's muttering to himself.
Do you need help with that? And
I
stand up.
should be fine. I should be fine. You take
sure?
care of yourself.
Sure about that?
I'm fine. You've deserved some rest. And he walks into the tent. Almost as soon as he walks in, you can just hear right from inside, "Who cuts through tent?"
You'll hear Azrael just go, "That guy," as he points to the dude that's been cut in half.
Yeah, like his body has by this point been dragged away.
Oh. He'll point to where the blood spot was.
Yeah. The rest of the people in the caravan are avoiding the puddle.
Oh, you need to clean that. And I point to your sword. Oh, it's gonna stench so
He just kind of looks at his sword and he goes, "Oh, God damn it." As he just pulls it out and he'll slowly start bring out a rag I have in my bag.
I want to point something out. The sword has been, it's been covered in, like magical fire. And it was covered in blood from cutting him in half. Like this blood has been boiling.
Would we have been sitting for a short rest? Would I've been able to essentially turn it off by now?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll be looking at the blood splatter and I'll just grab a rag.
The way I view it, you can just by your own will turn it off whenever you want to.
You'll just see me grab a rag out of my backpack and just like spit on it as I'm trying to furiously scrub it. What you noticed about Azrael, Venti, as you're standing there is that he is weirdly clean. Very like it's for an adventurer, he's weirdly meticulous about cleaning. He's got a hood that's always up. He's got a black jacket that he tries to keep as clean, and you see him scrubbing pretty aggressively as a sword for some reason.
I actually think this is a good point for the three around the fire, at least, to properly describe their characters.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'd planned to do that when your first initiative were to come around, but I kind of forgot about it.
That's all good.
Could I not go first? Because I need to add to my notes and I'll be very distracted.
Oh.
So, Azrael can go first, as you see him. He's a very tall, like 6'2", gray-skinned being. He's got like these elvish ears almost. He's always got his hood up that he like never takes it off for some reason. He's got a black kind of like jacket with a bunch of straps on it. You can tell he's got some kind of armor on, but he wears it underneath his jacket, and he's covered like head to toe. He also has his left hand is a weird claw-like thing that he seems to trust. If you with him around him enough, notice he tries to hide for some reason a lot. And he's got like there's something underneath his jacket, but no one is able to tell what. He's also got gray hair and bright green eyes. And he also has these baubles that dangle from his hair all the time. Little shinies.
Nice.
Next to him would be Alistair. He is a rather tall fella, slightly taller than his brother, with just this nice tan with some. You can see some freckles around his face. He has those pinkish, rosé gold-ish eyes. His hair very long. Like he didn't put up his hair like he would usually would in a fight. So like his hair is basically reaching his ass, if not slightly further than that, of just like lush, slightly wavy, ashy blonde hair. He's muscular. He's buff like shit, like firefighter kind of buff. He wears like it's like a turtleneck with like without arms. His clothes very close to his body, like very tight. He has some sort of just like a chainmail kind of like shirt like thrown over him. But other than that, like very minimal of clothes and very tight, like just black clothes, very neutral colors. And he has usually he carries around him a shield and a morning star, and just as his brother, very clean. Like shit is polished. Like it is tidy. Like very clean in general.
Mm. And Venti.
Venti is sort of egg, so very, very pale skin Egganassi that's almost silver grey, with these sort of slightly darker lavender, like wind insignias sort of naturally tattooed all over her skin. Hair is snow white, very long, going down across her right eye, and then two braids sort of coming down along the side of her face across her chest, almost down to the stomach. Sort of a white blouse-like shirt, with like a red skirt with some netting underneath that's sort of held together by this leather armor over the top, and like one boot goes up to the thigh whilst the other sort of stays below the knee. Um, on her belt is this very sort of distinct silver scimitar, which has SS engraved sort of on the handle. And probably the most distinguishing feature about her is across the sort of collarbone, on the shoulder, along the sides of the face that you can see she's got these crystals that just like you can't quite tell if they were stitched on in some way or if they naturally grow on her skin like that, but they're just embedded into the skin and sort of causing these sort of prismatic, almost rainbow effects whenever like the light hits it in just the right way, and this sort of ever so slight shine of color when she wants it to be.
All right. All right. I will say, the Venti, you feel a tug on your arm.
I'll sort of stop my singing and look over.
And Malachi, would you like to describe your character?
You see this just cloaked head to toe in this sort of this dark green cloak with what seems to be sort of foliage attached to it, very lightly. A human with this brown hair and these blue eyes has sort of crept up next to you.
Can I
And
help you, dear?
he's gonna pull out a dagger and just very softly say, "Nice throw," and hand it to you.
She'll take it and sort of,
It's your dagger.
yeah.
It's been cleaned.
You hear Azrael just kind of whisper, There's another person here.
Would Venti be able to put 2 and 2 together?
I don't remember it
Roll
being there
intelligence.
either.
Roll intelligence. I don't actually know my
Where
intelligence
was he
stat.
during the fights? Because there's no way that that either one of the siblings have been able to put it together that he's the dire wolf. Where the fuck
Yeah,
did
I
he
feel like the two of you would have seen him like some of the earlier nights. Usually keeps a bit to himself.
Hmm.
Sometimes
stayed on the
sitting near
cart.
the edge of the camp, just kind of watching the nature outside.
He probably did just hide in the cart. Did you not see him when you were looking for ex-stragglers?
He wasn't there. I looked very thoroughly. I assure you.
We should probably hire him at some time if he's that goddamn sneaky.
It's not fucking. It's not hard when you're fucking moving like you fucking do with your fucking fat ass. God damn it. You just clang every fucking where you go. Just so you know.
The whispers have been getting progressively louder as you finally hear
Yep,
Azrael
yep.
go, "Brother, you and I both know the most valuable asset in our lives is my ass."
I know it fucking ain't. Have you seen your ass? Dude,
You-
it's as flat as the motherfucking ground.
You in the last half of the last town we went to have seen my ass, and it's made us quite a sum.
Oh my!
Fucking whore.
So,
If you do, at least I'm a whore and I get paid for it. Because if you enjoy something, never do it for free.
So Venti, what was that intelligence?
Yeah, I
enjoy all
got a
those fucking STDs, bitch.
I have none. You've made sure to make sure I'm clean. Technically, you are my doctor.
Wow. So,
yeah, I got a 14.
14. Yeah, I would say it takes you a little while. Like first you try to think, and first like, is it like the guard you saw around there? Like the no, it's just like it's not that's not
Yeah,
the
it's
guard.
not-
You see the guard over there.
Mm.
Then like
Oh.
the only other thing there was the dire wolf, but huh?
Foliage of the cloak. Perhaps, Oh, you. Are you a druid, by chance?
And like he'll sort of just like put his
Oh.
finger to his lips, just
Oh,
like
Forgive me.
shut up.
You will.
Forgive me.
Just at that moment, you hear Azrael go, "Where'd that big fucking wolf go?" By the way.
I stood over there by the woods and I pointed to like where I just stomped the dude's head in. Like last time I checked, he was fucking there.
Oh, by the big tree. Oh, fuck! And he gets up
Yeah.
real quick and runs over
By
and
the
catches
way,
a javelin.
yeah,
and
your
you see,
fucking javelin!
You see him trying to put the fire on the javelin out.
Like I said, the javelin stopped
Stupid.
burning when your sword started burning, and the wood around it has been singed. But thankfully, it wasn't
Okay,
enough to like properly
Just
catch
get
fire.
the
Yeah, you see
fucking
Az-
suit
You
off
just
of
see
that.
Azrael just go over there and just grab his javelin real quick and walk back and go, "Man, I almost left without it."
Dude, you have such a bad aim. The fuck was that even?
I almost hit it. Okay, and you know, you
Almost hit it.
when you're
Yeah,
coming
yeah.
around when you come around a quarter and you get very spooked by what seems to be a gigantic wolf. Okay, perhaps I don't have the
You're a
best
little
aim.
bitch. That's why you
I'm
got so-
sorry. You know what? At least I have two. Then you see him just
Bitch,
kind of sit,
we
lean back
agreed,
with
we
holding
agreed
up
it-
two.
I'm gonna break your finger off, bitch. Grab one, I break it out of the socket.
Do you actually try, or?
Yes, his
Okay.
middle
Oh,
finger,
shit.
yeah.
Okay, what do I roll against it?
I would say contested strength.
Ah,
Fantastic.
bitch, you're going down.
Fuck. Okay. Is there anything I could do to boost me here? No.
Depends. Do you have any
Your strength?
abilities?
Your strength?
Yeah, just strength.
22 total.
Fuck me.
Yeah, fuck
There's gotta be something I can do here. Five?
Astral, your finger is broken.
You!
Point
Fucker!
it at me! One more time! You could have used the other one too.
God damn it, Eldritch Blast!
Oh, it's on.
Fucking
You're next to me. Disadvantage.
17.
Disadvantage. You're
Mal-
next to me. My AC
Mal-
18. Fuck off.
Malachi, we'll have our conversation in a minute.
Oh no, clearly.
We'll just say
I-
in the background while you guys are talking is Azrael and Alistair fucking full blown fighting.
Celev has very much gone back to the table where he was sitting and is
Yeah, you
just
guys. We'll
resting.
focus back on them as Azrael and Alistair
Yeah,
just in the
yeah.
back, full blown fighting.
Yeah, so like when so back to what were the two of you doing when they when Astral just rushed off?
Well, thank you for finding it for me, and thank you for your protection, shall we say.
Of course, they would have hurt innocents.
Should you need anything, I will be around. I think it best we leave those two to their quarrels.
It's about this point where you hear the screaming from Astral as his finger gets broken.
I think my expertise may be required any moment now, but thank you sincerely.
Of course. And you.
And I'm gonna sheath my dagger in like the little sort of slit in the leather I have on my thigh, and then lean up, sort of take a step back, lean up against the tent again, and I'm gonna wait for these two to finish their bickering before I go in and
Yeah.
shit, like if
Out of
Hmm?
You keep going, Zeph.
no, that's basically it.
Out of curiosity, where is the drink that
And that we abandoned.
Alistair was drinking?
The mead?
It's somewhere on the ground.
He
somewhere,
probably.
right?
Yeah,
So I
next
think
to the fire.
yeah, I think it'd either be by the actually it would probably be by the log where that body, that cut in half body was, just
Yeah.
kind of leaning against it, just sitting there. That small bottle of mead that he had.
Cool. I'm gonna sort of casually walk past and try to nick it and take a swig while I watch this.
I feel like he gets sleight of
this
hand with advantage as he looks over
Yeah.
and sees Alistair pulling Azrael's finger back into place as you hear a loud pop. Ow!
I will say that I forgot the name of the guard.
Beric? Is it our best friend Beric?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Beric would have walked over to the two of you, like to try and stop the two of you from like fighting. Would have waited for both of you to get a few decent hits in,
Yes.
and then walked in and been like, okay,
Get
okay,
a few
it's
decent
enough.
hits in. That bitch couldn't fucking hit me even if he was sober.
You see him. Yeah, Alistair looks perfectly fine. Azrael looks fucked up as he's pointing his finger that's all cockeyed this way now towards Alistair and be like, "Fix my finger! It hurts!"
You little bitch. Yeah, I'm gonna pull on it and like put it back. By the way, did you take any damage for that?
Yeah, 100% I would. I feel like that'd be like
Okay,
at
5 hit
least a
points of
3.
damage.
Yeah, I feel like absolutely 5. I'll take it.
I'm gonna say
My melee is 5 hit points.
Yeah, I would say 100% I'd be taking damage from that. And
Yeah.
to be clear, Azrael was rolled 3 times and missed every single one. So Alistair is fine. Nothing landed. Alistair hasn't been touched.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Beric
I'm
would
gonna
have
let you
just
answer.
been trying to calm down, like, try to convince the two of you to come back to the fire, so that the people who can hide at the guards.
It's
the
that
people
moment
hired
of
can-
Beric holding Azrael and he's like, "Hold me back, motherfucker! I'll beat him up. Hold me back."
Oh yeah, sure.
Okay, I'm done.
Yeah,
I'm
it
done.
kind of leads the two of you over to where the rest of the guards are kind of standing around to like kind of discuss who takes what watch. Like who is and who is watching what direction and things like that.
I'll pull
So
up Alistair's and not Alistair, Azrael's hat. He's volunteering. First one.
I feel like it would be custom that Azrael would take most of the watches, as he doesn't. That's why he sleeps in so late, is he likes to stay up pretty late.
All right.
So he'd probably try and take his and Alistair's watch as well.
Hmm. All right.
And then Venti will take a watch, like basically the closest one to sunrise.
All right.
Because
So level take one anyway.
yeah, because Venti's used to getting up early.
Sort of doesn't actually technically need to take a watch. You're just a
Yeah,
just
we're
traveling.
Yeah, you
paid to pay
it's
attention.
literally me, Alistair, and then the other guards, because you guys are just kind of technically passengers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you did kind of say that Venti was there on your payroll, so
True,
well, as an extension to your contract.
which
so.
was 100% a lie, but true.
Indeed.
So I will, if we're gonna do the watches, I will say that Azrael would probably try and like move away with Venti to maybe ask some questions.
All right. So basically, request watch with Venti.
A bit, yeah, because Azrael is gonna stay up for a minute because, like I said, he doesn't like
Yeah.
sleep very much.
So with Venti on the whole thing, there are 6 guards, so 2 guards per watch.
Okay.
Okay.
So, yeah, and as I will already say that if you said Astro was going to try and take Alistair's watch.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, if Alistair doesn't have to, he ain't gonna.
Yeah,
He's too lazy for
so
that.
Azrael would try every night to take Alistair's night watch so that Alistair would take Azrael's morning duties.
Yes.
Ah, okay. So yeah, I would say that you would have a watch with Venti and with Barrack.
Okay.
Venti's just going to be sort of sat by the fire, singing her shanties. Sort of something nice and gentle. And
Alistair would be sitting there, taking a drink, and he'd kind of look around, and when nobody else was around and everyone else was asleep, he would just kind of look over at Venti and be like, "So, why are you here? Didn't notice you before."
I needed to get my land legs. See the world.
Chose an interesting group to join, but how long have you been following us?
Oh, a couple of cities back, I think.
It would have been about 2 days at this point.
Yeah. I took a small raft up the river and saw your caravan here and saw your rich friend Osmond and thought that I couldn't help myself.
Well, props to you for staying so hidden, as Alistair has quite the watchful eye. Normally he would have noticed these things. But I guess maybe he's slipping, as he gives Venti a wink. And I noticed you had some tools, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, well, someone like me needs to be able to get out of shackles somehow.
You any good with them?
The best you'll find in this camp, by far.
Is there anyone else awake, or is it just me and Venti?
Just the 2 of you.
Okay, I'll go into my backpack and I'll pull out the lockbox and be like, "Think you can open it?"
I have a better chance than you do.
That is absolutely true. And I'll hand her the lockbox.
All right.
Alright.
So roll with your thieves' tools.
So what is that? A sleight of hand? Just a flat roll with proficiency?
If you are you?
I'm proficient with thieves' tools.
Do you have expertise in them or just proficiency?
Just proficiency, but I have expertise in sleight of hand.
Okay. In that case, yeah, just roll sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand. Okay, that's a 24.
All right. It's surprisingly quickly it clicks and opens. In this box are 4 small gems. There's 1 sapphire, 2 rubies, and 1 diamond. Each being worth about 50 gold each.
Including the diamond?
Yes. Is it of various sizes, but like roughly each is worth 50 gold.
Okay.
I'll sort of take out the sapphire and begin sort of inspecting it in the firelight, comparing it a little bit to the crystals on my collarbone.
I'll grab the lockbox and be like, well, consider it a
There was
fee.
also a note at the bottom of it,
Ah.
like that the gems were lying on. Like
If
it's not
I-
a solid piece of paper.
If I see a note, I would have grabbed it for
Okay.
sure.
All right.
I would have absolutely grabbed the lockbox and fuck that note.
Yeah,
So,
it's the lockbox is how best to describe it. It is written in thieves' cant, well, with thieves' cant.
how ironic!
I know.
I'm a thief. Well, swashbuckler, but
It seems that those particular gems are a delivery. They're apparently someone who I'm trying to remember. I had this planned out earlier. Shit.
take your time, mate.
Yeah. It's I tried to actually make what like literally what it was said, like, but yeah, I gave up. Anyways,
It's all good.
essentially it's it's a delivery. It's supposed to be delivered to someone at the tankard half full. It does not specify what the payment for delivery is.
Do they have? Does it? Oh wait, I'm not the one with the note. I'm sorry. Never mind.
I see.
Anything interesting?
It seems we find ourselves in the presence of a delivery to be made. They're to be taken to a tavern. I assume a tavern. The tankard half full.
Have I heard of that at all, Seb?
Yes, you on your way with you and your brother's tendency to make some shadier contacts, you would have in either the previous city or a couple cities back at the very least been kind of pointed in that direction. Like if you're going to Alifna, then and if you're planning to do anything shady, that is the place you want to visit. It's a tavern in the outer district of Alifna.
Seems that
It's the two of you would also have been given the name Zadiel.
How do you spell that?
Hold on,
Sardiel, you said?
Zadiel.
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 Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Seems our friend Osmond has been making some iffy deals, if you will.
Well, perhaps we should make the delivery on his behalf.
From what I hear, I bet Zadiel will probably pay a pretty penny for whatever this is for. Tell you what, you help us make it there, we'll cut you in.
And if you don't like the deal they cut, then you have a bargaining chip.
Now you speak my language.
Well, I'll throw the sapphire back in the box and
We'll put the note in
put
back.
the note in. Yep, and then use my thieves' tools to relock it.
Alright.
Because I've been here before. I
Yeah.
know what that's like.
And we'll put it back in my backpack.
I will just quickly Venti.
Yes.
Roll investigation for me, because
Oh,
you were
fuck.
actively looking at the
Yes. Okay. 15.
15. Okay. It's a beautiful sapphire.
Right, so that's a plot device. Got it. Um. Well, I'm sure one of us will be able to get it out of Osman's possession before we reach a listener, I believe it is.
Don't you worry. If he asks, just one of the orcs grabbed it, and we forgot to search the body, obviously. As he puts it in his backpack.
The dire wolf ate it.
I do hear dire wolves eat pretty much anything.
Yes, well, if we're lucky, we won't be
Tasty.
running into that one again. But I must say, you and your brother are a boisterous lot. Not the kind of brotherhood I'm used to.
We've been told that's quite a lot.
Like I say, I've seen brawls amongst brethren and brotherhoods, but you're both rather out there. Although, for people who are so brash, you are so well kept.
Well, it's a force of habits. Have to look fresh, so that you make a good impression. That's how you get the good jobs, such as such a nice caravan as this. Osmond likes us to look good.
Well, forgive me, but I am not one for first impressions, second or third, in fact. Either you use me for my skill, or you don't use me at all.
Well, lucky for you, I can do all the talking for us, and if you need some more work, I'm sure that dear brother and I can find some decent work for you. We're always in need of a good, strong, reliable person.
Well, strong isn't exactly how I would describe myself. Reliable, if you've proven I can trust you. But I will make it very clear. You can do what you want, pilfer, pillage, raid, but I will not break the code of honor. The pirate's code is the pirate's life.
You follow whatever. You see him kind of look puzzled and goes, "Code. You wish, but I will tell you now." And you see him like kind of look over at both sides, and he leans in real close and goes, "If you hurt my brother, there is nothing in this world that will stop me from killing you." And it's a weird moment where it's the only time you can tell he is 100% serious. The rest he seems to be kidding or have some kind of jovial behind this, but there is such a seriousness behind what he says in this moment.
I'll respect that. Just make sure he doesn't give me a reason to, and there shouldn't be a problem.
He's not
You
the one you
respect
should be
my-
worried about getting a reason to kill. He, believe it or not, is the level-headed one.
I don't believe that for a moment.
As you see him grab his flask again and he takes another shot.
Respect the pirate code, and I will stay my hand.
Well,
If someone pays me to kill either of you, I'll make sure you know about it so we can do it properly.
well, whatever respect is given is the respect you shall receive, so I have a feeling that this might be interesting. However, I noticed you talking to the human one. What's his deal? Where was he? Do you know?
He was making sure that the runaways and scavengers on the far end of the battlefield were dealt with, keeping an eye out for further scouts.
I didn't take him for one to join the battlefield. He tends to just stay in his cart, so interesting to hear that he was No offense to him pulling his weights for once. Of course, I suppose he is just a passenger.
Well, with someone who is well camouflaged in the environment, none of us saw him, so the orcs wouldn't have seen him either. A perfect sneak attack.
Fair enough. We all have our different attributes, I suppose.
Well, we may never know what work he did, but whatever it was done, I'm sure we couldn't have done this fight without him. The same as we couldn't have done it without you or your
No,
brother.
that you see him just kind of stop for a second and go, that fucking wolf today was crazy. I mean, if that wolf didn't show up, I'm sure something bad would happen. It ate like half the people, half the orcs out there. That was crazy. By the
You know,
way,
You would have seen it throw up.
where'd your knife come from? He said nice throw, but I didn't see any. How did he get it?
like I said, edges of the battlefield. He and I were working together to
Fair.
round up strays.
Fair enough, I suppose.
Now, would you care for a song? The sea holds many different stories.
I could always go for a good shanty. You see him grab like these two they're not dirty, but they're just shitty glasses that he just picked up somewhere. As he puts them down, and you see him take his flask and he just pours two small shots out as he hands one to you of that weird purpley kind of luster-filled liquid that's whatever the fuck's in his flask.
I will say by this point, there's still a little bit left, but your flask is
It's
like
literally the
below a
last.
quart.
It's literally the last
Yeah.
of it.
It's
Yeah.
not rum, but it will do. And I'll
I mean, part of it is. Cheers to new friends.
may the wind carry you well.
Takes their glasses. He takes his last shot.
And I will sing tale about a little fisher boat that, despite all the storms and torrents and maelstroms, ended up becoming the most feared ship on the seas.
All right. The little fishing boat that could.
Absolutely. You know what? That's what it's called. Fuck it. That's the shanty.
Aww,
Making it canon.
so sweet.
Oh, hold on. Don't I have? Dragon? Didn't I buy a pan flute?
You did.
So
Dude.
I will do my best to try and accompany the singing with a bit of pan flute.
Roll
Do we roll-
performance.
roll for synergy?
performance. Oh
I'm
shit.
fucking doing it with you.
For performance.
A stray
I mean,
rock flies through the
I'm-
sky and hits Azrael on the head.
Well, no, because if we're going off averages, I've got a 19.
That's so bad. I got
I may be able to save it. I may be able to help you out.
Okay.
He's just playing hot cross buns on the.
You're singing, and there's nothing wrong with your singing. This is a shanty. You're used to
There's
it. You're
nothing
going through the
wrong with it.
motions.
Wow, alright.
No, like what? Like, listen. Let me
Okay,
finish.
if you want the total with the one, it's a 4.
No, but like you're singing, and I said, like, there's nothing wrong with your singing. Like you're going through the motions. Like you're used to this. Like they're like you're like it's it's good. It's flowing. At the same time, it sounds like someone is trying to push a cat through a metal rod.
Will you let me throw a rock at him, please?
Yes.
You look over and you see Azrael is like visibly sweating because he's trying so hard, but it's
It is.
so bad.
It might be the worst performance you've ever heard. It's
karma.
distracting. Like, you focus on your song, but it's still distracting.
Does a 17 hit you?
It does. From
And suddenly
behind.
a rock flies and hits him in the back of the head.
Ah, son of a. Fuck.
I flip him off without even getting out of bed. I just raise my hand with the bird heading his direction.
You hear a couple of sleepy mutterings around, like a few. Oh, thank the gods.
No, you know what? Fuck it. For the rest of the watch, I'm gonna try and teach him the melody. Fuck it.
Fuck yes. What should I roll with to see if I can fucking understand this?
You know what?
If we're doing this, let's double down, Karma. Let's double
I'm
down.
down for it. I'm here for it.
Yeah, both of you roll performance again.
All right.
Yeah, for one, it's more if they're how well you're able to teach. For the other, is how well you're able to learn.
7.
16. Fuck.
What event you roll?
16.
All right. It's
He's a very reluctant learner.
it's slow going. It's a work in progress.
He can't get the concept of playing more than one note at a time. So he's per note. He's blowing too hard, so it's screechy. But I mean, technically, it is better than the last time. So
Yeah.
he is improving.
There you go. There you go.
Okay, here's the real question. Would I get advantage because I'm being taught?
No.
Damn it. I tried
Fuck you.
I tried to
Fuck
save
you.
it. I tried to save it. Yeah, that's terrible.
With those rolls, yeah.
It's so bad. It's so bad. I have a +3 too. That's what's fucked up here.
Yeah,
You think
yeah,
I do
yeah.
decent? No, I got a fucking 1 and a 4.
Oh, that's great.
Okay.
All right. So, as the two of you are in the middle of this, both of you fail to notice an individual having been disturbed by the noise, having snuck up on you.
Is it the little human?
So,
the little
Sula,
human
what
is
do you
now
do?
sitting next to Venti.
Well,
The
okay.
little human
Can I
that
roll
could.
for perception to see if I would even notice he's there at all?
No, you were distracted, so this went
He's
against passive.
hammered.
But like,
I would
but
say
like,
he's not.
what would
He's
I-
not hiding. I was gonna say he's not hiding. Once he's there, he's just
You don't
there.
understand.
Yeah.
Like, if
I
you
have
notice
a
him,
plus-
you notice it.
I have a +0 to perception. So would I even be able to tell he's there? Like even after
No.
he sat down? Okay.
Well, no, you would tell once he sat down, but like you would not be able
No,
to
not
notice
when
him
he's
on his
coming
way
up.
there.
Like how long of him sitting down would Azrael finally notice that there is someone else fucking here?
The moment he starts interacting with either of you.
Okay. All right. I'll wait. I'll wait.
I apologize if you were woken.
It's quite alright.
Jesus Christ!
I-
I had no idea you were there. I'm so sorry. Drink as he hands off his empty flask.
I'll sort of like grab it, shake it.
There's a tiny, like a couple drops left in the bottom.
I'll take it. I'll take.
Okay, yeah,
I'll take
let him
whatever's
finish it up.
left.
What? Okay. Serious question. Off topic. Would I have the ingredients to make more? I would have. I think I would have the alcohol as I would have that, but would I have like the dried fruits and stuff I use to make it?
I will say
I'll leave that
no.
up to
You
you.
used
Okay.
up the last of it to
Okay.
make that batch.
Then when he hands it back to me, I'll just grab the bottle of just. I think it's just a hard, clear liquor that he just has. And just pour it in there, and that's it. He'll just start filling the flask back up. Be like, close enough. And I think it would be the last of his alcohol that he has on him that he puts in the flask.
All right.
I just realized.
Uh-oh.
What did you realize?
I have a flute.
Oh, not again! Not again, Malika! Not again!
Starting a fucking band.
Dudes.
Not again!
Dudes.
Do it! Come on.
Alright,
the
fuck
little-
it.
The little fishing boat that Kurt rendition to.
Fuck it. I'll try to learn along.
Everybody roll perception. Well,
My
except for Alex.
Performance?
Perception?
Perception or performance?
Performance.
Performance.
Oh,
There we go.
I
That's
thought-
that's a 22.
That's a nat 20 for a 23.
Boom.
See, this is the thing.
Malika?
You're not bad. You
Um,
just needed someone to harmonize with.
Exactly.
That's all it is.
I can't play by
What is
ear.
it? Performance?
Performance.
Yeah,
Yes.
performance.
Come on, one.
It's a 14.
That's,
Okay,
that's
terrible.
We're pretty
For
good.
for the first time playing it, like,
That's
you
pretty
know.
good.
It might be the hard liquor he filled his bottle with, but it's not actually sounding half bad. Even if he goes a little freestyle there at a moment, I wish I had the video saved, but
Oh, oh, I have the video saved. I'm gonna.
yeah, just post it in the group chat.
Yeah. I
I'm
will.
imagining Ron Burgundy playing the flute.
Yep.
Flute solo.
Okay.
I'm here for it.
You drink,
Yeah, no,
you play
it's,
music, you fight well, you'd both be good pirates.
You know, I would. I'm not a big fan of water.
The water's not the issue, it's what's in it you should be afraid of.
The water is kind of the issue.
You know, there are stories, I don't know if they're true, but my they say my captain lost his arm to a kraken once.
Kraken.
And-
that sounds familiar. That's that what do you call it? Giant squid thing, isn't it?
Close enough. Often people refer to it as such, but he's been well, he's been hunting it ever since. So
Hmm.
if I ever find it, I'll let you know. And maybe I'll bring you along for the ride.
As long as Alistair can go. I'm not going without him.
Well, I suppose we can cross that when we get to that ocean.
And I'm sorry. It's what was your name again? As he looks over at Sulev. I don't mean to be rude, but you're just so quiet. I've never had the chance to actually interact with you.
It's Zalev.
Tsunami, got it. How long you've always just kind of hiding in the carts. Can I ask why?
Well, I'm just a passenger, you know. I don't really. I mean, I can scout. I can hunt.
I'm just
but-
curious. Generally, when my brother and I have seen guests, generally they tend to walk around and stuff, but you tend to stay just kind of hidden. And I was curious as to why. That's all. Simple banter, you see.
I like my company.
That's
I find
understandable.
people difficult.
You and I both.
So, if you are simply a passenger, where does your destination lead you?
Away from here. I was some not nice people came hunting for me out in the forest, and I needed a change of scenery.
Well, Sushi, as long as you stick with my brother and I, we'll make sure that you get to wherever you'd like to go, nice and safe.
Sort of quietly nod.
From what I've seen, I'm sure Sulev here could handle himself if he truly needed to.
I would
No,
quite enjoy to see whatever it is that you can do in action, as Miss Venti has told me a bit of what you off in the outskirts were doing. Quite the camouflage, from what I understand.
Thank you, Dragon.
Stealth and survival are strong areas of mine.
to have on a long journey like this. I'll admit, land is not my specialty.
Well, as the sea is your specialty, the land is mine. And I'm sure we'll get to wherever you all need to get safe and relatively one piece.
You say the land is your specialty, though you have a sweetheart for the liquor.
It plays a special role in my life, let's say.
Men twice as you have said the same and fallen to that blade, my friend.
It'll take a little bit more than some hard drink to make me lose my focus. Maybe you need to go talk to my brother, as he is a bit harder with the substance than I am myself. As he takes another shot of just the straight liquor that he's poured in his flask.
I would say during that last little monologue, he was not like he thought he was looking right at you, but you could tell that he was looking like everywhere around you.
Just like a good inch or two away to your left, he was staring at in between the two of you. You could tell he wasn't looking directly at either of you. The confidence is there, though.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah, definitely.
When morning comes, it was as though I was never here in the first place.
I do hope that's not true, as you are quite a delight to talk to, and I've got a good breakfast planned for us in the morning, so perhaps you can join us in a little bit. Plus, it keeps the ruse of dear Osmond to at least pay you a little bit for your help.
Well, as much as payment from Osmond would be so delightful, everyone who pays you always keeps extra in their own purse.
Oh, trust me.
I prefer to go for the sauce.
Oh, trust me, you and I both will be making a bit extra on the side after all of this is done, but why not take that rotund man for all he's worth, right? He doesn't know that I have what I have. Speaking of which, and I'm gonna pull out that other pouch, the one I didn't hand off to my brother. And I'm gonna take a peek. What's in there?
It is full of various herbs.
Fuck yes. Ooh. Looks like we are going to have quite the breakfast indeed.
Roll me a nature check.
They're all poisonous.
I certainly hope so. Okay. 16 is that?
Okay. You don't recognize all of them. You recognize a couple.
Okay.
You recognize a couple like tobacco leaves.
Yes.
There are other things there that you've seen, but you don't quite know what they are.
Okay.
So yeah, you.
So, would I have some kind of paper on me?
Aren't you proficient with herbalist?
No, I'm alchemists.
Alchemist.
Yeah, I'm not
okay,
herbalist,
gotcha.
unfortunately. But would I have some kind of paper on me?
I
think I would. Let me see what is it.
You would have it in your traveling equipment.
I think I would. Yeah.
Seb,
Just a small.
from where I'm
Oh, my
sitting, would I be
forgery
able
kit,
to
I
see
would.
the herbs?
Depends. Why do you open the bag when you looked into it? Did you just open it a little bit to peek in, or did you?
Yeah, I just kind of open it to see what's inside of it. So he probably wouldn't see what I'm looking at, as it's just a small part.
No.
So I would grab a small sliver of the paper that is in my forgery kit, and I would roll myself a cigarette, as I would know I've seen people do that with tobacco and before, and try and light it up and hand it to the others and goes, "It appears that dear Osmond has been hiding some interesting things from us, but helped calm the nerves." And he'll hand it off to the human.
No, thank you. But
Fair enough.
was that what was in there? Is that
There's some.
all that's in there?
There's other things in here. I'm not too sure. You're welcome to take a peek if you want. And I'll hand the small pouch off to the druid. And then I'll hand
I do
my
have
homemade.
proficiency in the herbalism kit.
I'll hand my homemade cigarette over to the pirate.
She won't take it.
More for me. Fair enough. And I'll sit there and smoke.
I'll roll
Yes.
nature, but with advantage.
Oh, thank God, it's advantage. Thank fuck it's advantage. That's an 18. First one was a 6.
Oh, okay. So, you take one look into it, and you can immediately tell that a good third of the things in there are hallucinogenic drugs. Well, can be.
Fuck yes! Fuck yes! Now, the question is, how much did I roll into my cigarette without noticing?
Roll Constitution save.
Oh my god, yes, I'm here.
Uh,
You said a con save, you said?
Yeah, save.
Okay.
I would say
eight?
I'm debating whether would being drunk. Would you say that being
Would I-
drunk would give you advantage or
Ooh.
disadvantage on this?
Ooh.
You have the munchies?
Disadvantage.
I
Crossfading's a
so
bad
I
idea.
don't know. I don't know
Yeah.
necessarily when it comes to something like this. Hallucinations. The question is, would it register with my brain as a hallucination or just a drunk idea?
Karma,
Huh.
I'm telling you, it's disadvantage.
I've done
Alright,
it.
yeah,
I've done
roll
it
with
too, and there have
disadvantage.
been times it's helped and other times that it hasn't.
It's like roll with disadvantage.
I don't
Disadvantage,
know.
Okay.
This is the thing. I don't know how much I can and can't say on Twitch, especially on 2 channels, but I'm telling you, it's disadvantage. I have studied.
That's a 4.
All right. Okay.
What the hell did I just? What did I just smoke?
So
Fuck.
you like it doesn't act immediately. It takes a little while, but the
Shit.
campfire is smiling at you.
Does he
it is-
give the pouch back to me before I start going in a weird space?
I haven't yet because I'm gonna lean over to Venti and say, very hushed, I think he's about to start seeing shit.
At this moment, you see him staring at the fire, just kind of. What the?
I think he already is, dear.
You see him
The
sitting there.
fire is blowing bubbles at
Yeah,
you.
you see him very confidently just kind of sitting there, and he's trying his best to hide his confusion, but very clearly just staring at the fire like, okay, something's not right here.
As you, as you look away from the fire, how best to describe it? Everything when you you just turn your head to look, it's the kind of effect where as you're looking around, the previous image is kind of lagging behind the new, so to say. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Mm,
Sense.
So you see him look back at the human, or the 3 humans he's probably seeing at this point, and goes, I'm gonna need that pouch back.
Yeah, you notice that his eyes are his pupils are very dilated.
His eye is almost entirely black.
Yeah, and by this point you start seeing weird devilish creatures just kind of flying around in circles, like dancing to polka music.
Yeah, you see him kind of like, as he's holding his hand out asking for the bag back, you notice that he's just looking a bit over you, and whatever's behind you, he is focused on.
I will say it takes about 5 more minutes before he's completely blacked out. And I don't mean that
do
he's
you
fallen
give the,
asleep.
do you
I
give
mean,
the pouch back to him?
Venti's
It
gonna
would-
shake her
it-
head.
It would depend on how insistent he was, because if he was constantly getting distracted by all these hallucinations, he'd probably just hope that you'd forget.
No, I think he'd be pretty insistent on this, because he would immediately come with, okay, something in that bag did this to me. I need to fuck with Alistair. Give me the goddamn bag.
oh, you're right.
Give me the
Oh,
fucking
you
bag.
bitch.
I have plans for this. Give me the fucking bag.
He's not gonna try and pick a fight. Like, if you were insistent, he will just it won't take much. He will just
Yeah,
give the bag back.
he would take the bag back, and he would be like, okay, now, out of
Actually,
curiosity,
I wonder-
do you normally have 3 faces?
or spider eyes.
Or 8 eyes? I'm gonna guess no.
He's gonna clam up. He's just at the mention of spider eyes, he will clam up like.
Yeah. Azrael does not notice this shit at all.
Yeah.
Before he just kind of looks over to the side, looks at the forest, and out.
Don't worry,
Yeah.
dear. He doesn't have a clue.
Like, I would say the last thing you see before you're completely out is you can swear you see the dire wolf over there wearing a top hat, winking at you, and then you're out.
Yeah, you see him lean forward with this. What the? Face down into the ground. Pass the fuck out.
Yes, don't worry, dear. He's none the wiser. I've made sure of that.
How many people are awake at the moment?
It's just you two.
Yeah, it's just you two.
Cool. I'm going to. Do I know where he's sleeping, right?
You know where his brother is sleeping?
He's sleeping right there.
Yeah, he just fell asleep in front of you.
I don't know where he usually sets up his tent or sets up his bed.
I think it's assumable that he would sleep with his
Well,
brother.
would he know that as he usually stays in the cart?
Well, no,
Plus,
but
you never see the two of them sleeping at the same time. Just saying.
Venti is gonna make that assumption purely on how close you two are. It's like if they
Yeah.
don't sleep together, then there's a clear.
The question is,
like-
would he know where Alistair sleeps? As he
He
generally
would
Well,
have
stays
seen
in
and
the
that's
him
the
cart.
thing
to
is,
throw
like-
the rock at you.
I
and-
would.
Oh, that's a good
I
point.
would know.
That's a good point.
Yeah, I
Very
would
good
know.
point.
So I can guide Sulev along with this. If you want to know where he / Alistair is sleeping, Venti has enough information to be able to give that to you.
Cool. I'm gonna transform again into the direwolf,
All right.
and I'm sort of just gonna pick him up and attempt to sneak my way, like taking him over to where he would normally sleep.
All right.
I would say his flask would still be open, so as you're pulling him, he's just pouring out the last of his liquor onto the ground, and he's gonna wake up with an empty flask.
Oh,
Yeah.
alcohol! How dare you?
I'll say at this point, yeah, you managed to drag him to Alistair's tent without issue. Getting him in is a bit more tricky, but
No,
You
I'll
just-
sort of I'll plop him on the
I
ground,
was gonna
like
say you just kind of throw him
towards
in,
the front.
and he was just blame
Well,
Alistair.
I was gonna say more of
for it.
like a nudge with the nose.
Dude, don't startle the sleeping paladin, please.
Yeah, I'll just sort of like nudge him in with my nose and then like duck off and transform back out
Okay.
of sight.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but now I'm imagining this huge wolf just trying to nudge this completely limp body through this door
Yeah.
of a tent. He's-
Yeah.
like, it's like full ragdoll physics.
Yeah. And not something he is at all used to doing.
All right.
Okay.
So as the rest of the night goes, as the watch is supposed to end, and Barrack finds that the individual he's supposed to take watch with is completely out. Well, Barrack kind of, he shrugs at it. It's like, it's unfortunate, but it's, everyone here is used to taking a solo watch at least once. And the rest of the night goes, and eventually morning comes, with the to some tragically early announcements of telling the their caravan master, telling everyone to start preparing yourself, eat a quick breakfast before packing up and heading out. Now, Alistair,
Yeah.
as you wake up this morning,
Mhm.
you're quick to notice Asriel limp on the ground,
Oh, buddy.
kind of halfway into the tent.
I'm just gonna like nudge you with my foot. It's like unresponsive, ain't it?
The tent stinks of liquor as the last bits in the bottle were spilled inside the tent.
You know what? I'm gonna use my 5 last charges of my lay on hand, and I'm going to neutralize a poison, which is basically his alcohol poisoning on him. Like I'm gonna neutralize that shit, and I'm just gonna, I'm not even drag him. I'm just gonna pick him up as if he weighed nothing. This little bitch.
Yeah,
And I'm
he's
just gonna,
completely limp. Like for a
yeah.
moment, you're scared that like is he alive? Did he drink himself to death?
He takes just a little too long to breathe.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna just I'm gonna, I'm gonna put him to bed and to this sleeping roll. I'm gonna prop him up with some pillows and some blankets. Make sure that he's comfortable over there. Then I'm gonna shut the tent. I'm gonna get straight to before I even start my chores and my brother's chores. He would get a quick stretch out. You know, go for a quick jog around in the very nearby woods. Just get his body going, like a morning routine that he has, and then he would get straight to his chores of like helping set up whatever they're supposed to be doing.
Yeah. So far this morning, it's mostly just a quick kind of communal breakfast and then just packing everything up.
Yeah, he will save some food for his brother.
Yeah. So, Sulev and why is my brain all of a sudden blanking?
Venti?
Venti.
He's
For some reason, my brain tried to tell me your name was Vera, and I was like, that's not it. That's definitely not it. No. The two of you, you wake up with all the commotion, or the early morning. What do the two of you do this morning?
I'm sneaking into Osmond's tent through the slit in the back.
All right.
And I'm gonna see what I can pilfer.
I'm probably still not hungry, am I?
No,
I had a
you're
big dinner, yeah.
definitely not. You're actually you're you're having some stomach complaints.
Mm,
You ate way too
Understandable.
much yesterday.
yeah. That happens.
And Venti, roll me stealth first of all.
Lovely. Stealth. That's an 18.
All right. Can you say that again?
18.
18. All right. Yeah, you.
So do I just see this or do I just miss it?
Depends. Where are you? Are you in the center?
Oh
Are
no,
you...
I wouldn't be paying any attention to it.
Yeah, because you're sneaking in from the back, so
Yeah, no,
yeah,
no
no.
way. That's just
Yeah,
an asshole.
even if you were sitting by the fire, you probably wouldn't have been able to notice it. All right. So as you sneak in, you okay. Roll me investigation.
Investigation. Oh, that's not great. That's a 10.
10. All right. Yeah, no, you don't find anything of interest.
Fuck.
At this point, you guess that with once he noticed some of his things missing, he probably, decided to re-hide the more valuable things, or at least, or at the very least, maybe keep them on him.
Hmm. Let's keep that in mind, and I'm gonna sneak right. I'm gonna sneak back out the rear of the tent. And you know what? I would like to try and find Osmond and try and do a bit of a profile on him to see if it looks like he is carrying anything of worth. Because this guy's clearly a rich fuck, and I don't like that.
All right. He's fairly easy to see. He's kind of in the middle of the camp by the campfire, just having the good graces to kind of be the one to hand out, some breakfasts to people. he did not help to cook it. He's just standing there with a smile and handing it out.
Yeah, no, even more reason to steal this fucker's everything.
He has a one of those. I forgot what they're called. Not handbags, but like a
like a
like a
satchel.
bag hanging from like a shoulder strap.
Okay, yeah, like some kind of satchel. Fuck it. Yeah, I'm going to do the whole like stumble into him, profusely apologize, and as I'm doing that, just like as quickly as I can, try and see if I can get anything out of that satchel of worth.
All right. Roll sleight of hand
Oh, here we go.
and performance.
And performance. Okay. Which one do you want first?
First sleight of hand.
First sleight of hand. Okay, that's a 15.
All right.
Performance is also a 15. 15 all around.
All right. So yeah, you stumble into him. You try to just grab something. You manage your hands manage to go around some object, and once after you apologize, he seems a little bit annoyed, but he still keeps that smile on his face as he just hands you some breakfast and just kind of mutters to himself as he walks away.
I'm so sorry. I up late with the watch. Very tired.
It's all right. Just enjoy your breakfast. He turns around to the next person.
And I'm getting the fuck away from there before he realizes he has no idea who I am.
Once you check whatever it was you grabbed,
Yes.
you notice that you grabbed a ring of some kind.
Ooh. Pocket that for later. That's gonna get some appraisal. Cool. Yeah, I am going to slip that ring sort of into like a little pouch on my side. And then I'm gonna try and find my hiding spot on the carriages. On the
Alright.
caravans. And disappear from the world for a little while.
All right. Let's say like you usually hide kind of tucked among some of the sacks that holds some of like some food rations and stuff.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
The rest of the morning goes as said. People finish off up their breakfast. Everyone kind of packs everything up, puts the stuff back on the carts and carriages, and starts to head out again. Azrael sleeps through this entire morning, baby. He's like, Alistair, you know your
Alistair
brother.
would. The thing is, like, when he's blackout drunk, usually they travel on two separate horses. When he's this drunk, he takes him in front of he takes him on his own horse and puts him in front of him. So he just he holds on to him as they're riding because I mean.
I would say you have to hold on to him a lot, like
Yeah.
a lot tighter than usual. Like he is completely it's a ragdoll, like completely limp.
I feel like Alistair has some rope that's conveniently the same length as it would take to tie him to a
Right?
horse.
Conveniently, because
just coincidentally the correct proportions
as
to tie
if
him
it
to the back
wasn't
of
the
his horse.
first time that it's happening,
'Cause he's just
You've
limp,
seen him
laying on the back of this horse.
Like you've seen him blackout before. This is different. Like this, usually he makes some noise of complaint whenever you do stuff. Here he's completely out. He doesn't make any noise.
Ooh, can we make Alistair roll for medicine to see if he can tell if I'm dead?
Ooh,
Sure.
I'm
Roll
good
medicine.
at medicine, bitches.
is Azrael dead?
That remains to be seen.
Oh wait, that was of my. This will be 15 total.
All right. At the very least, you can tell he's not dead. He does have a heartbeat, even if it is a lot more spaced out than normal.
You know what? just in general, because he worries about him either way, he's gonna hug him. And my hug is cure wounds, basically.
Oh,
Yeah. It's D plus 3 of hit. You probably don't need hit points, but yes. He's gonna hug you and sigh to himself and just. Usually they will be in front of the carriage, the caravan. He'll take the horse and have them like slow down a bit. So like, should something happen, they're not in the front necessarily. So they're like just lagging a little bit on their horse.
so as you move on and as the day goes on, at about midday, you actually before midday, I guess you're traveling, you pass by the farmland that the Lordship of Alifna is rather famed for. It has some it's quite renowned for its fertile fields, and said by midday you approach the outskirts of the city of Alifna. And that, I think, is where we will leave things off for today. I will just, before we leave off, I will just move y'all over to the actual map of the city.
Let me move over to roll 20 so that we can see what we're looking at here, guys.
Damn.
As real is probably just now waking the fuck up, barely conscious, like what the shit, just staring at the ground.
And you're approaching from the the south eastern corner,
This
kind
one
of.
over here in the lower right corner.
Yeah, like you're approaching along along that road,
Okay.
Nice.
and that's where we will leave things off.
Nice.
This is a blast.
Thank you.
That was good job, Seb. I'm gonna say that. I apologize for getting a little too in depth with Alistair there, as y'all have been taking karma to take a lot of shots, which this is my last one. So cheers to you guys in this fun ass campaign. Tink.